And now for your weekly dose of metal. Here are your hosts, Morgan Danielle and Luco Blaze on The Metal Experience.
Woo! We just heard None Fucker.
None fucker.
None Fucker. That was her worst nightmare. And be sure to check out the band's debut album, coming soon. Keyword coming. And then we heard Ascend and Dispose off the album I Love You by the band Meth.
Okay.
And you can catch them playing day 2, which is December 8th, day 2 of the Forever Deaf Fest, which is the Prosthetic Records showcase at the Beat Kitchen. We'll be there. I'll be beating my dick, starting the pit. Woo! Hi, I'm Luca Blaze with Morgan Danielle, and we are here with us for the second time. Only the second time?
Only the second
The
time.
second.
Fuck.
Hey
What?
now.
You guys need to come on more often. What the hell, assholes?
Sorry.
We're here with Contra.
That's how it's pronounced now.
Contra.
That's correct.
Morgan, when was the last time they were on?
The last time was December 27th, 2016.
Damn.
Go.
So it's been a minute.
Days after
Yes.
the Christmas cheer of last
It's been a lot of minutes.
So
Two
why-
years ago.
why don't you guys
I
go
had
ahead-
to do the math on that, too.
Math. That was a lot of math.
There's a lot of math.
Oh, shit.
Now back to the aftermath. All right.
Why don't you guys go ahead and reintroduce yourselves and what you do in the band and who's missing tonight?
All right.
I'm Kevin and I sing.
I'm Ulysses, a.k.a. Yuli. I play
Uli.
guitar.
I'm Sasha, and I sing and play keyboards.
I'm Brent, and I drum.
And you
Your
dr-
voice is so soothing, dude.
I thought you
Holy
said
shit.
drown for a minute, and I was like, wait,
Me too.
And I drowned
Background
often.
drowning.
You have a voice of like a smooth jazz DJ.
he does.
We went through that on the last show, too.
Yes. I think we did.
Welcome
yes.
back to the Midnight Q. What was that? What was that? What was that?
Well, we did a review, and recently you released the Inertia EP. So let's start with talking about the awesome EP that was released 2 months ago now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inertia.
How many tracks and where was it recorded?
We
did
recorded it at Joe Scaletta's.
word of mouth recordings.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's a dope dude.
Yeah, we've been going through him pretty much through everything that we've done, for whether it would be just vocal tracks or just helping us like preamp or something. But this is the first time he's like recorded a full collection for us too. So
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Enjoyed working with him. Real cool guy to work with. Easy to work with. Awesome quality.
He's a
Good
fucking
stuff.
wizard, man. Not a cool guy.
He's even got the
He's a
beard.
wizard. He's got the beard for it too. Yeah, but he like
Casting
just,
magic
He's
and
like,
shit.
oh wait, let me fix this real quick. All right, it's done. I'm like, oh shit. All right, you
yeah,
guys. know why we
there's like
paid?
literally no down when you're tracking with him. There's no downtime. So
Hell
you're
no.
like just in the mode to when I'm doing vocals, especially. I just go through it, and there's no time of let me edit that quick. You know what I mean? It's just he has it
Yeah,
already
he's-
edited.
he's good,
By the
man.
time
Get
I'm
it.
ready to go again. You know?
Shout out Joe Scaletta.
Yep.
Joe Scaletta.
How
Word
long
of
did it
mouth.
take you to record with him, the Inertia EP?
Like 2 days.
yeah, like two days.
We
What?
all
That's
did
like
it.
2
we
days.
we did a process though. We had a small studio set up where we practice, and we were doing a lot of pre-production, and we had the songs pretty much all recorded before we went to Joe Scaletta and then redid them. So we recorded it twice.
Pretty much. But you
Pretty
guys
much.
did the work. So that get in the studio, get the work done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we wasn't trying to waste no monies.
yeah. We ain't got
Oh,
recorded
studio
album
money.
monies.
You know?
You
Fuck
got
that.
record twice money. We don't.
Yeah, so we definitely try to just go in there, lay down the law.
Yeah, know what we're doing before we go in.
Yeah, bro.
How many songs did you originally have ready to go to record
Oh
before
my
you
God.
narrowed
We
down
re-
which ones
Do
you
we want to go
wanted?
down this whole rabbit hole? Or should we do?
Yeah, let's do it.
Should we keep it simple? Okay.
no,
No, you go ahead. You're
No,
good
you
at
go ahead.
stories.
You go ahead.
You go ahead.
You the one who wrote the songs, dude.
There's 12 songs.
Yeah, so we basically
Originally,
our first idea was to have a full length album, and then we looked at our wallets and we're like, okay, so we're gonna make an EP.
pretty much.
Big ass facts. We was like, nah, that ain't happening. So yeah, so then we just scaled it down to an EP and chose the songs we felt were the strongest and hardest hitting, and just ran with that and trimmed it down and made it like a well polished small little EP.
We still have more songs ready to record if we wanted to, but
Yeah. So we still got some
But
backtracks.
we ain't got no money.
But yeah, dude, we still got some of the archives though. But you know, it is what it is.
So how many tracks are on the CD?
Damn, I dead forgot. I'm
I
not
think
gonna
it's
lie, you guys.
6.
Yeah, I think
6 or
there's
It's in
7.
front of you, Luca. Why don't you count?
Oh
for
yeah,
them?
it is.
6.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah.
Hey.
It's like 7 or 6 or some shit. Some awkward number.
2,
Three tracks on
You
this
count
CD.
way too fast.
5, 6, 7. There's 7. guys.
7.
I knew it.
7
I
tracks.
did.
The Division and Pariah Carey pretty much one song.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Division and Mariah Carey.
Pariah
Pariah.
Carey.
Pariah. Get it right.
Uh-huh.
All right.
All right, sorry guys, sorry. And fuck, who did the artwork on this bad boy? We're playing the whole thing tonight, right?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck
I don't know. Who did
Yeah, I
the-
don't know,
who did
but
the
Yeah,
artwork?
because
Fuck yeah.
Frankie was the guy who got the guy who
yeah.
basically knew a guy who got the
And
guy.
he ain't here.
Yeah, Frankie ain't here.
follow
Frankie's our
Frankie.
bassist.
Hey, Frankie.
Frankie had to work.
Yeah.
He's at Costco collecting
Frank.
cards.
Hey.
Frankie collecting cards.
Hey.
You went that whole ass over there.
If he's even at work.
Shout out Frank.
Shout out Frank.
We miss you, buddy.
Frank found a guy
Yes,
who
he-
found a guy to do the artwork.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty
the,
much.
the,
Right.
the guy actually
Got
did
that.
Low Country's artwork as well. So that's
Yeah,
how
yeah.
that's how Frankie knew him.
Country.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
The homies in Low Country. Woo, check them out too.
But yeah, he did the artwork. Just and it was kind of like a happy accident because once we had the artwork made, we were like, wait a minute, Brent has this room in his house that looks exactly like our artwork,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and we had to like clean it out, and that's where we filmed the video.
Is it his basement?
No,
No,
it's
it's
actually my third floor.
Third floor of his house.
So check it out.
Third floor of a house?
It's mad.
I live in Bronzeville, and the house is on this block that's like all the houses are like really old houses that were built in like 1880s, 1850s. My house was built in 1890,
Wow.
and it's like this old ass stone house. And the whole block was like back in the day. There's a lot of like jazz musicians and shit that like pretty much had one area to live in Chicago. 'cause
It was
a
the
very-
block.
It was the block because you know
block.
segregation, you know racism, all that bullshit. So yeah,
Bullshit.
all the jazz musicians lived on that block, and my house was one of those houses. And it's super old school, but the third floor is like all decayed and old and scary and shit. And we cleared it out, and we're like, dude, let's shoot a fucking music video here because everything already looks haunted as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
why haven't
And
we
it-
filmed a music video here? What the fuck are we doing?
And there happened to be a bed in the room that looks
Which
like
is
the bed
bed
on the
in
album
the
cover.
video.
Yeah, so we didn't plan this.
Big
It
old
was just-
happy accident.
We need to describe the album cover really quick. For
Oh,
the
yeah,
audio
yeah, yeah.
listeners.
Yeah.
That's K Town. You gotta do that.
Visuals.
It's
Visuals by Yuli.
it's like
Go.
Yeah. So
yeah,
here we
Yuli,
go.
tell me what this album cover is. Describe
So-
it in extreme detail.
So here we have a nice little EP cover of Contra labeled Inertia. We have a bed with a lovely possessed girl or woman, whatever she is. And,
Floating over the
she's
bed.
just pretty much levitating over the bed, being possessed, doing her thing. In a
I feel
dark,
like I'm
creepy
in
room.
like a
Thing, you
college
know?
seminar right now.
She's just doing her thing, getting
doing her
possessed and
thing, you know, get
shit.
possessed, you know. About to raise some hell and shit. you know, whatever.
Or she's excited to go to bed. And it's like,
She looks like she's jumping in bed to
Jumping
me,
in the
honestly,
Can't sleep,
personally.
Mom. I'm levitating.
That's one of the first things I told these guys, too.
Yeah, as soon as Yuli saw it, he's like, looks like she's excited for bed. I'm like, I don't
Just
care.
jumping in
Looks
bed.
cool to me.
It kind of looks like sometimes I do a flying elbow Macho Man Randy Savage style.
There you
off the
go,
top
boy.
Yes.
There you go, boy.
That's exactly what that album cover is.
on the Morgan's skull. So that
If you look
looks
closer, you
exactly
see
like-
Randy Savage, Macho Man in the back, you know?
Oh my god.
So you said a music video. You guys shot a music video for one of the songs
Yeah, Inertia.
yes, Inertia.
for the titular track.
Yes, the title.
Yeah.
The titular.
The
titular.
titular
For the titty track.
Titty track.
in your basement. No, you said
Third floor, bro.
Third floor. Sorry, sorry. Morgan said basement.
Are you even listening to me?
I've been drinking, man.
Fuck yeah.
It's
Alcohol.
okay. It's okay, Luco. It's okay.
I should order a picture of. Sorry,
There's a picture
Fuck
right
yeah,
there.
there's a
I-
picture of
you wanna-
fuck yeah back
I don't.
there.
I don't work on Wednesdays, so let's get
There's a picture of
crazy.
beer right there you can
Fucked up.
drink.
I just grabbed another one.
Oh, okay.
Got
Now we
fucked
got
up
2
last
pictures of
night.
beer.
We got 2 pictures of beer.
Come on, bro.
Did I? Yeah. Fuck, I did. Nah, whatever.
Fuck yeah.
So, the music video is it
Inertia.
a whole concept, or you guys just in the video or in the? I don't think
It's
Actually,
kind of a concept.
It's definitely a little bit of a concept. I
Yeah.
want to let K-Town, I'm going to slide it over to you because I know you wrote the whole Inertia idea.
Yeah.
so-
theme, the idea.
So pretty much like what the video is just
Stern look.
Yuli's keeping it classy.
Yeah, I mean, the video is pretty much what you see in the album cover. It's
Women
us, it's
levitating.
Yeah, it's us
Fuck
playing.
yeah.
It's us playing in this dark, creepy room and weird, crazy shit going on.
There's supposed to be
Okay.
like ghosts in the room, or however you
Yeah.
interpret. There's things moving around on their own, and
So
you know,
rewatch that shit. If you
women
didn't see it.
floating.
Yeah. Hidden messages.
And who shot the video for you guys?
Alex Zarek,
Fuck
My
yeah.
that
God.
boy,
Killed it.
he's
Yeah,
that
he
man-
he's a
really, really
cinematic
good.
He's
genius.
That dude. The dude.
Oh, I'm
that's
going back to
He's
him.
the dude.
Like,
Yeah, we're definitely going back to him for.
Yeah.
Once we get the money,
Once we have the video money.
you got Alex Direct money.
Derek Money.
Oh, he do videos.
Yeah. He good though. We really like him. He fun to work with and shit, you know?
Yeah,
I
he's
like
really
it.
fun to work
I
with.
like it a lot.
Like for how professional he is, he's like really cracks a lot of jokes and shit.
Yeah,
it's like
fuck yeah.
actually cool.
He's
as
awesome.
fuck.
So Morgan's gonna post that music video.
I will share it.
I mean, I'm a little
Within
insulted
the-
you to watch it before you.
I
did
did.
this.
You know what? I
Do you even
saw-
know our name?
Just giving him
What's the
shit.
name of our band?
Yeah.
Contra. Don't forget the dot.
Respect. No, that's not the hashtag.
Respect
That's
the-
not the hashtag.
Don't forget
It's
the point.
Don't forget the point. Yeah.
It's respect the dot.
Respect the dot.
Remember
Okay.
the period.
Remember to have your period all over my face, neck, and chest.
Oh my god.
Like a real man.
Period, blood.
Stop drinking. Just stop drinking. You don't need any more of
I
whatever's
ordered
going
another
on
one.
there.
I ordered one more. I'll do one more.
Do 7 more motherfuckers.
Let's
Shit.
7 beers later.
Well, we got
beer like
6 tracks to play off this CD.
7.
7 tracks to play off this CD.
I'm actually gonna
I'm
say
leaving.
6 because the last 2,
Kind of flow into each other.
Yeah.
Not kind
You've
of.
listed it as 7
They do.
tracks.
They do.
not kind of, they do. It's pretty much one song.
Why don't we go ahead and introduce the Metal Experience world to the Inertia EP? What do you guys want to play first?
Let's play it in order.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
do
what
it.
are we? Some
Let's
kind of
give it to
jabronis
him from front to
put on a
back.
shuffle?
Don't call it a concept EP. Because it ain't.
All right.
We have no concept.
So the first track is Tundra. And what's Tundra about?
Like the rainforest, some shit like that.
No, it's not. I pretty much wrote the lyrics with Tundra of just like who Contra is, about touring and being on the road and just constantly pushing this out and having that constant struggle of like,
Where's the money?
yeah, where's the money? No, just like the constant struggle of like coming home and then going back out and coming home and then, you know, reestablish, getting your bills caught up and then immediately going back out on the road again.
Never ending grind.
So that's what that's what Tundra is about.
Well, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
No,
Fuck
fine.
yeah. Let's do it.
Fuck
This is
yeah.
Give it to him
Contra
hard.
Hey now.
with the song Tundra off the Inertia EP. On the Metal Experience, let's do it.
This is Gup. This is Trent.
This is Tim.
And we're Heavy!
And you are listening to the Metal Experience radio show, Super Show Extravaganza, live on what the fuck network? Ah, fuck. Can you edit that?
We are back with the Metal Experience. I'm Morgan Danielle with Luco Blaze. Our friends in Contra are here tonight, and we are playing songs off the newly released Inertia EP. That was the first track.
And that was fucking
Tundra.
That was
Toasty.
tasty as
You know,
fuck.
Dan.
So this is a song about touring.
May I have another?
And you guys actually did a tour this past fall
Oh my god.
to promote
Kind
it.
of.
So yeah, if you want radio content, we got it right now. If you want, you want to talk about this tour?
You want a
Fuck
story?
that too.
That's,
How long you got?
that's what we're going for.
Okay.
So spill the beans.
All right, so I guess I'll start it out because so we booked a tour for the release of the EP. We got about 8-9 days into a 3-week tour,
Yeah.
and we hit Dallas. We have a curse in Dallas.
Dallas
Yeah,
fucking
we do
curse.
Dallas.
We hit
Fucking
Dallas, and our
curse.
brakes started
Fuck
making
that
some
shit.
noise. So we went and we played the show. We were at the venue by the time we realized what the fuck was going on. Got the show, played the show, great show. Went to go sleep in a Walmart parking lot, and we're like, oh, we'll get up early, take the van to the Walmart,
Yeah, get the brakes checked.
Yeah,
we'll
get
be
the
good
brakes
to go
checked
rock and roll,
and
you know?
get the fucking onto Austin.
Wait, get your brakes checked at Walmart?
We
They
figured
do
that out.
everything.
We figured that out. We drove over
No,
there.
Walmart's got-
Me and
yeah, so
Yuli
we
drove
had to
over
go.
there, and by me and Yuli, I mean I drove over there while Yuli was sleeping, and we figured out. They don't do brakes at Walmart.
Yeah,
and then we went to
there's
another.
there's actual
Side story.
there's actual auto centers at Walmart.
There is.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
is, but like
That- I
there's
think
Super
that's what you
centers.
were.
Luco.
Oh, we didn't just like walk into the bread section of Walmart. Like, where's the
Everybody know how to look at
brakes?
brakes.
But anyways, we went to a real place that does brakes, and found out
The mechanic.
it was a lot worse than we had expected. They're like, "Oh, you guys from up north?" And we're like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, so everything underneath your car is rusted to shit. We're gonna have to replace your entire brake system. I'm just worried about the brake line. I don't want to break that because it's rusted to shit as well. And I'm like, I'm not laughing. He's like, "Yeah, so you guys are from up north, right? Huh? You playing a band? Yeah, I used to play music." I was like, "Nigga, get to the point. How much is the bill?" He's like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be about like $1,200." And I'm like, "Oh, you said, huh?"
Like, yeah,
Like,
I'll
you-
fuck
12 what?
that. Hey.
So yeah, it was a very expensive bill to get our van fixed and back on the road, and
I see
basically
we're all broke as fuck already.
It
on
wiped
the
out our
road.
funds.
Because
pretty
it took
much.
like
It's really
3
good to survive on
days
tour.
for them to
That-
fix the thing,
that's
so we
another-
had to
yeah.
buy hotel rooms on top of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I documented
It,
all this on our
it was a
Instagram.
Saturday that it happened, and they weren't open Sunday, and it would be done Monday. So Saturday night and Sunday night, we had to stay in a hotel. Meanwhile, during that day, when they were bringing the van to the mechanic, me, Sasha, the tour manager, Matt, and Frankie were at Walmart with our trailer.
Yeah.
With nothing
Yeah. Two
attached to
separate
it, just
Forgot
a
about that.
trailer full of gear. And it started fucking pouring out.
Oh my
course.
god.
So we had to make like a shanty tent with a moving blanket with like the back doors of the trailer open and like folding chairs underneath, and people are driving by. And it's Texas. Everybody's got a fucking pickup truck with a hitch. Like they could just take it away at any moment if we're not next to it. So that sucked. But yeah, so we had to
Yeah,
sit
that
there all
shit
day
was-
long waiting to hear back from these guys, and then
Oh, we was chilling in a Whataburger.
Yeah.
So-
Oh yeah. Me and
We
Brett
were on our
the
laptops.
other
I wrote
end.
I wrote a song.
Was it called What a Burger?
I should have made it that. I should have.
But all in all, what ended up happening is by the time the van was fixed, and X amount of dollars later after the hotels and everything, it was like Monday, and it was a decision of, okay, do we drive from Dallas to go all the way home with the little money we have, or do we drive from Dallas to, and the tour date that Monday would have been like Atlanta. So it's like, we're not going to make that show. you know what I mean? Like, where do we even go on our tour from at this point with no money? So we just decided to pack up our balls and go.
Pretty much.
We came back home, but we actually rescheduled. We're going to be announcing all the dates soon, but we rescheduled a bunch of weekend runs for the new year to replace all the dates and markets that we didn't get to hit.
We're coming back for you.
Yeah, we'll come back.
Dun, 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 dun.
So by March, we'll have all those places hit
Who
back
booked
up.
the route of the tour?
I did.
And if you knew that you had a curse in Dallas,
That's what I'm saying.
What we all said. That's what we all said.
You said Dallas?
This technically
So-
wasn't. It technically
one of two ways
wasn't
here.
Dallas, though.
Why either A, is it on your list, or B, why is it not the last show of your tour?
That's a good
You
point.
have all your money afterwards.
I thought I found a loophole because it was Denton, Texas. But Denton to Dallas is like DeKalb to Chicago kind of thing.
45
So
minutes.
right.
So the
Oh,
curse
yeah,
just
it
like
was-
rolled down the hill
The radius.
Yeah.
and like caught us.
So now we know it's Dallas area curse.
Fuck Dallas area. Fuck all that bullshit.
What is this?
Turns out the curse is the only thing that follows our tours.
Hey,
big ass
Somebody needs to just write a song about that.
We did.
I already
we already
did.
did.
That was the song we just
I think
listened
we
to.
all wrote songs about
Whataburger?
that.
Oh my god! All of our songs are about how we have no fans.
So who's going to help Kevin next time book to make sure he's not booking you around Dallas? And sit down next to him, and make
Oh,
sure
I
that
know
you're
now.
I
able
think
we're
we're all
not-
just gonna quit.
Yeah,
Next time
I
someone
know now. I know now not to book Dallas. Unless
Third
it's-
time's
Or
a charm.
anywhere around Dallas.
Anywhere.
Yeah,
In
Dallas
fact, if we have a
radius.
show in Austin, we'll just go around Dallas.
Can you play Texas, just not the Dallas?
Austin, Austin does
yeah,
great.
Yeah, Austin's amazing.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to El Paso?
I don't know.
No.
we have not.
That's like West Texas,
South.
We all passed that.
South. You're down by the Mexican
El
border.
Paso.
but it's still like
Yeah.
west of the state, though. Yeah.
I don't know.
Morgan, where the fuck is El Paso?
By New Mexico.
No, we've played Houston, San Antonio, Austin, and
Antonio's cool.
Dallas. Curse. Like we're always in those like East.
That was our
Texas.
third time
gonna say,
there
we're
and
3
our
for 3.
first time playing.
Yeah,
Wasn't
that
it?
was our third time in Dallas and first time playing in
That's how
Dallas.
bad our curse is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what happened the other 2 times?
Oh,
Keep
my
asking.
It's
Oh my god! Was it the first time we were at Freak Show Studios?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Freak
talk
shows
about
like
this,
that,
man.
Talk about a freak show.
So
Yeah.
we get in there, we start setting up all our stuff. It was at a tattoo place.
Yeah, it
which
was like
is
a
pretty
DIY
fucking
venue.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
DIY
cool. It was
venue in a
dope as
tattoo
fuck.
shop. We start setting up all our gear. I set up my drums completely, right? The best part of the fucking day. And then the fire marshal comes in like, yeah, shut her down.
Yeah,
During the
yeah,
first
the
band.
first band goes on
First
stage,
band.
kills it, and the
They were
place
good,
packs
yeah.
up. There was
Yeah.
probably like 60,
And
70
people were
people
there,
there.
yeah.
And there was
That's
and it was
Fucking
like, full.
goddamn
Fire marshal
fire
comes,
marshal.
shuts the show down. So we do this whole thing of like, all right, you know, and they're like forcing people out the door. So we're just trying to sell merch. We ended up selling T-shirts and like doing like free CD deal. We sold a
Yeah.
lot of fucking merch.
Kevin, you did some smart shit because like I saw it in his face too. Like the fire marshal was like, shut her down, and Kevin was like, we didn't play yet. Fuck. Everyone who buys a T-shirt gets a free CD, and then everyone started like pouring towards our tent like fucking zombies. Like,
Real quick,
oh,
man,
huh?
just
Free CD?
making-
Okay.
slanging
And then like
shirts and
we started
CDs
making a
real
lot of sales. And I was like, Kevin, you fucking genius. And then like we actually did good, and we like had enough, and we were
We had
like,
a lot of money. We
it
gave,
was-
But
they
you
gave
guys
us,
didn't
Dude.
even play.
No,
we didn't
we
even
didn't
play.
even
They
play.
gave us
Yeah.
they gave us all
You
the
know
door
what?
money too as
So
well.
they gave us the
Fucking
door
good
money
thing
too.
We
But
got all that money too because what came next after that was
yeah,
bullshit.
dude, it was
Oh,
bullshit.
yeah.
'Cause it was like poetic. It was like a TV show, dude. We were all like, yeah, we made this work. We actually left with some money. Let's go to the next show, guys.
Let's
Yeah,
start the
yeah.
van.
Shit did not start. The van
Is
did
this
not
the
work.
same van?
Yes.
Yeah.
Same
This
van.
is the
Aren't-
same
Aren't you
van.
guys getting a fucking tune-up before you guys go out on
Yeah.
tour?
Dude,
We
I
are.
don't know. Something's
We are.
always going
Something
wrong with that
different
goddamn
happens
van.
every time.
Like,
We
Well, you
tour a
fix
lot.
it, and then another thing happens.
Your brakes and your brake line isn't just like, overnight, this whole thing fell apart.
No, they take turns. They line up and fuck us. They don't. It's not a gangbang. They line up.
It's a train.
It's a train.
Right.
A train gang.
Train gang. Train
But
gang.
yeah, dude, and the van didn't work. And actually, shout out to Yuli because this guy, I stayed up with him. We
Yeah.
usually, I don't know, we always
We
end up
stayed
fixing
up
the
with
van
him.
Everybody
situation.
You
kinda
didn't
took
stay up.
shit,
You
took
slept in
little
the back
shifts
with
and
me.
shit.
I did not. I
You-
was elbow deep
Sasha-
in the van
Yeah,
with
you-
him.
Everybody took like shifts with me, like 4-hour shifts. and
I
shit,
slept
just,
the
like,
whole
chilling
night.
with me, helping me.
Oh,
I was-
okay.
I slept like a baby.
I was with Yuli when I was with Yuli when things got figured out, but like for the majority of the night, like thank God we broke down in Texas because these motherfuckers love their motherfucking cars. There was a AutoZone every 5 feet. Like that's the
It
only
was a
thing I
24-hour
Actually,
AutoZone.
24-hour one. I was like, what?
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
bunch
yeah.
of 24-hour
That's
ones.
a thing. Find that
Yes,
shit.
exactly.
That's a
When your
thing out
truck
there.
break down,
When you're
Love
working
that
at
car.
3 in the morning on your truck,
Just want to,
You're like, "I
upgrade
need
your
some fucking
manifold,
motor
new
oil."
injector. Fuck that shit.
we're gonna some bitch get some motor oil at 4 in the morning.
Use a good tune-up right about now, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, shout out to them 24-hour AutoZones though.
Fuck
Like,
yeah, man.
Big ass
Props
facts.
for
We would have
that
been
shit, 'cause that
full-
fucking really helped out a lot, too.
No, but Yuli fixed the entire fucking like problem with the van over the course of like 8 hours
Yeah.
overnight, just in time for us to drive to the next show.
Yeah, to hit
Just
the
in
road
time.
to go to, we're going to what? To Tulsa.
Tulsa, yeah.
Just
Yeah,
enough time
just
to
Tulsa.
make it from fucking Dallas to fucking Tulsa. And then play the fucking show and then go
Literally
home.
just in time
You
to
know.
get there and load it.
It was like your second to
poetic.
last show. It's just like, fuck.
And that was
The whole
Dallas
time,
Christmas.
man, I was all weird. I'm like, man, we're going to be new residents of Dallas and shit right here. It's like, how the fuck are we going to fix this? We had like
Get a job at the
just enough
AutoZone.
money. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shit.
what did you do to fix the van?
Like a bunch of shit went out like simultaneously, and like I guess we could have done some better upkeep on the van too. But like the alternator went out and the whole pulley system, or the AC froze up and locked up. So I had to figure out like to reroute the belt on pretty much on a engine style without an AC.
Now,
So I had to like buy a different type of pulley. And
do you know
belt
what
and all
you're
that shit.
doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part at least.
More
you
than
know?
I did. He was just like, all right, so I think we need a belt. And I was like, damn, you smart. Talking about belts and shit.
What? Like, I have a belt. I'm wearing a belt. Can we use that one? Can we use that?
Dead ass, that's how much I
Kevin's
knew.
got another belt. We can use that too. You know?
Hey, yo, Sasha, let me borrow your belt.
Put all the belts together.
We can
Maybe
get
it'll
home.
work. Yeah.
For real though. Nah, I thought he was like fucking car guru over here. I just ain't know shit, but he made it work. I mean, he
Yeah,
fixed
shit
the
fu-
pulley, the
and like I
belt.
said, it worked out, like because we had just enough money to buy parts, and if it didn't work, walk back, return it, use that money to buy new parts. Didn't
Yeah.
work, return it.
It was
'Cause I had to
that for
find a
hours.
different, like I don't know, just had to like alter the parts to make it run differently.
Mhm.
But it worked and shit. And when it fucking turned on, I was fucking crying. I was just
Dude,
like,
we
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
I
We,
was
yeah, we all
fucking
held him
night,
in the
yeah.
air.
Hell yeah.
There's like 5 of us.
If we all jump in, I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to bed and shit.
Hell yeah,
I'm
we
going to
knocked the
bed.
fuck
Covered in car grease.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
dead
well,
ass.
shit.
Yeah.
And the,
We have
the
time for
tattoo shop, which is now closed, I'm not
Unfortunately.
surprised, to be honest. The tattoo shop that is now closed. We're very cool, and like they
Yeah, man.
stayed there the
Great
whole night and
hospitality.
like drank and hung out and whatever.
Yeah, they made sure we were cool. Shout out to them.
I think they were just gonna party there
Snow
anyways, and it
shit.
just happened that we broke down in their parking lot.
Yeah, shout out
so
Freak
they
Show
were up
Studios.
there late anyways, party.
They're not open anymore.
Still shout out Freak Show Studios. What you talking about?
So when you're on
So
tour,
that was the first time. What about the
Oh,
second time?
Okay, I got
in
you.
Dallas?
Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Okay, this was so funny too. All right, so we're driving. We in Dallas. Where were we? It's Dallas, right? It's like Dallas.
Right around
Well, we
there.
gotta-
It was for
We got to start before because Dallas got canceled.
Oh yeah.
Fuck
Right.
We,
Dallas.
we were on a nationwide tour with Silent on Fifth Street
Fuck yeah, what's up, boys?
and Somewhere to Call Home.
Fuck yeah, what's up, boys?
And I think we played Austin, and then the next day we got to Dallas, and that next day, we found out the show was canceled.
That was when
day.
it was hot as hell. We're in that
after we
mall.
had spent like 4 hours in a mall passing out business cards, like, "Hey, come to our
to the
show."
show.
It was that.
We went
Show's
straight to the hot
canceled.
topic,
Fuck.
obviously.
And we just in that
Hey,
part
come
of the
to the show.
tour we just had because we were just in like Southern California, so we did like a bunch of Southern California dates. So we did New Mexico, and then we drove from like, no, we did Tucson, Arizona. Then we drove from Tucson, Arizona. Had an off day. Drove from Tucson to like I think it was Austin, or no,
Austin, Massachusetts.
Austin, Massachusetts.
Austin?
about right.
Austin?
Is that from that? Is that from that movie Road Trip? Tom Green.
Austin, Massachusetts.
I love
I
you,
forgot
man.
about
That's
that
great
movie.
that you know that. So, anyways, we had like an off day where we drove through the shittiest part of the country. No offense to New Mexico, but it was desert. It was July. It was hot.
July
on
desert.
fire.
Arizona
They know-
sucks.
We got
they know.
all the
when you
way.
got no
we got all the
AC.
way to Dallas on the next day. So we had an off day. Got to Dallas. Show's canceled. So we had 2 off days. Then they told us the next date is canceled as well.
We're like,
So we
sweet.
had
What
3
the
off
fuck?
days all
Yeah.
through this area.
And
then
then-
we got to Kansas City was the next day that didn't cancel. And the rest of the tour was great for the rest of the tour. So, but it was just like Dallas and like the surrounding dates for that second
But
time.
dude, like, tell me why we were like driving and we're like, hold on, something's wrong, guys. Something's wrong.
Yeah,
And
I think I was driving. I was just
Julie was
like-
driving, and we pull over into this parking lot, and he's like, "Yep, the alternator just died on us." And we're like, "Fuck, where are we?" Like, oh,
As we fucking pull into
we're in
the
an
fucking
AutoZone
parking
parking lot.
right next to a fucking AutoZone. We're like, hey, fucking
I mean, fuck it. Could be worse. But
So-
yeah, dude.
So they had to stop there and fucking pretty much replace out the alternator.
Yeah,
Where-
2 for 2 with alternators.
Where is
in
said
Dallas.
van right now?
It's at our
Shit, we
practice
were
station.
gonna take it today. Actually.
We were gonna drive it here and get
probably
stuck.
died.
Is this-
Tell
is
me
the
why.
worst
We
was
could have
the
taken a
key
picture
word.
in front of the infamous van and you didn't bring it.
Okay, no,
fuck,
but
what
check
was
it
it?
out.
You want to hear why we didn't bring it?
You want to know why we did not bring this van? You want to know why?
Froze.
How much time
in
you
the
got?
storm.
How much time you got?
Okay.
I have another hour and a half.
Okay, well, shit, I got about an hour to tell you what happened with this van. So, yeah, shout out Gabriella, my girl, for coming. Like, because otherwise I would not know this had happened to our van. So she, like, we drove out there together to get the van from Rob's house. It's staying at Rob's house because they gonna ticket our shit if it's on the street.
Yeah, so we might have expired
Long
plates
story
and
long.
we weren't doing shit about it.
They were
Maybe,
expired, but I
maybe.
refreshed them today, so it's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Anyways,
I got new plate stickers too today.
you did too, gang gang.
Woo, fuck
But
yeah,
yeah, dude,
represent.
Handled
Because
that.
I
No,
reminded
actually,
you.
fuck that. You gotta buy a sticker.
Fuck
so
that
fucking
shit.
sticker
stupid.
for $101 is bullshit.
bullshit.
Bro, it's
man.
the same sticker I
Bullshit.
could get at fucking
Every
Walgreens with fucking
I can
Hello
make my
Kitty
own
on it,
sticker.
bro.
It's
Like,
a sticker.
fuck you.
It's a
$100?
$100 sticker.
That's some Chicago shit, bro.
my asshole.
$100 for a sticker.
This
Yeah.
is shiny shit fucking.
Fuck.
And then you put it on crooked, and then
And
you
they
just
put
even
on
more
crooked.
mad.
There's my $101. You're looking at me
The
sideways.
You put on crooked, you're like, fuck.
When I got my new car and they printed that at the dealership, my new sticker, you can't even read the date or anything on it. They're like, it doesn't matter as long as it's orange. The fuck?
I could have gone to
I paid
Walgreens and got
$101
3
for
orange
this. I want
stickers.
this shit crisp.
Right? Something's wrong with our printer. Bullshit. Print it again.
$100. That shit better be fucking glossy like a Yu-Gi-Oh card, bitch. You know what I'm
Holographic and shit.
talking about?
Blue Eyes White Dragon,
Printed
what's
it
up
wrong.
with you? Shit.
Anyways.
But anyways, so yeah, we went to go do the sticker shit today, and had to drive the van back from all the way in Bumblefuck Romeoville
Bumblefuck.
to the practice space on the southwest side, whatever the fuck, 45th trip. Anyways,
Yeah,
I'm
woo-woo,
driving
rough
back.
spot.
My girl is trailing me, and she like calls me, and she's like, yo ass need to pull over like right now. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, there's sparks coming from underneath your car.
What the fuck?
like,
I did not know about
Oh,
this.
you mean like
Welcome to the conversation.
What is going on?
By the way,
what happened to
Sasha
our
is
van?
always.
Yeah, this is Sasha's
Sasha's
first time
always
hearing
like-
about this.
Wait, are
Well,
these
because
sparks
nobody
now?
tells me shit. So,
We released
anyways,
an EP. But yeah, anyways. Yeah, there's sparks coming from underneath the van. And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, like, it's only when you're going, like, a certain speed. But, like, I'm going to try to take a video and send it to you. And, of course, like, right after she said that, I started slowing down and driving like a fucking Asian grandmother. But she's like, you're going too slow. I can't get a video of it. I'm like, great. So now I don't even know if you're telling the truth. No, but, like, I
Shit's
believe
on
it. Like,
fire.
it's-
I don't
this
believe
van
you.
is fucked. Like, I fucking believe it. But, yeah, dude, sparks coming from underneath the van. We got it. We,
Sparks coming from under the van.
under the van, yeah. So while he's dead, just gonna order some food while I'm telling a story. That's so rude. But, no,
Sparks
so
are
we
coming
did
from
not
the
bring the
This is
van
dinner and a
because there's
show.
sparks.
Hello.
Yeah. Oh, dinner and a show at the same damn time. But yeah, we didn't bring it because we didn't want to
Die.
explode this whole place. You want to explode tonight, Morgan?
So it's
We
parked
wanted
in
a
an
picture
auto
with it, so
zone.
yeah.
No, it's parked on, it's parked on our band spot right now.
It needs to stay in the auto zone.
The
parking
bunks are still in the van with I think my blankets and pillows are still in there.
lot. Yeah, someone
from
your
tour.
your like bed sheet is still around the.
It's like it's
The
still
chair.
like
Hey,
left
like
over
gray
from
bags.
Your
last
Spider-Man
tour.
bed sheet still in the van.
Yeah.
yep.
Nice.
So you don't know what's wrong with it. You just know it's
Hell
sparks.
Yeah, like
I
what
don't
the
know
fuck
what's wrong
is
with it,
that?
bro.
What do what
How-
We,
sparks?
we think it might be the
blows my mind, too,
emergency
like,
because
what
we
the
always
fuck is
put the
sparking?
emergency brake on when we park it. But we think it might have froze. and
Yeah.
Now it's
Oh my god.
barking.
I had to like scrape the ice off of one of them ice pick ass shits. You know what I'm saying? One of them things.
Ice
that go to-
scraper.
Ice breaker.
Scraper.
Scraper.
Ice
Ice
scraper.
Scraper.
Ice
I never know what
picks are
it's
for
called. You know,
mountains.
Nice
one of them
scraper.
things. You know what I'm saying?
Stand
So,
up there
anyways,
and fight
I had
your
to do
ice.
that. And first of all, that took like 40 minutes. Anyways, like I get halfway through the
40
shit.
minutes?
Okay, that was a slight over exaggeration.
At that point.
I was like,
By the way, we don't have a van. We have a tour bus.
right.
Brent's scraping it with an ice
Made
scraper.
of all windows.
It's 100% made out of glass. No. No, it took like 20 minutes. But anyways, it took 40 minutes because 10 minutes in, the shit broke.
It says unbreakable right across.
It says
There's a big-ass
I have a
sticker on
picture of
it.
me holding the unbreakable, half broken
Unbreakable.
ice pick shits. Like,
Send it back.
yeah,
You should fucking get a refund.
I need a refund.
How are you just gonna put that on your
Why
product?
would you put that on anything? Like anything made in like Taiwan.
maybe-
Get the fuck out of here.
No,
That shit
but yeah, you're right. How do you put that on anything? If you put that on anything, I'm trying to break it.
I'm gonna immediately try to.
That's
break
what
it.
I'm saying. You
You're
guys
wrong.
remember those like
Unbreakable
unbreakable rulers that you
Yes.
had in school?
the
I'd,
first
I'd see somebody with them and I'd just snap it in half.
Hey yo,
So it
bro.
was like unbreakable bullshit.
Hey yo, bro. Let me see that real quick. Hey yo, let me holler at that real quick. Hey yo, it don't work.
So maybe it's not Dallas that's the curse. Maybe it's your van.
No.
No, yeah, the van's
Anybody wanna go
fine.
burn it right
I mean, it got us to
Yeah,
every
that's
other
Go
tour
find
date
them,
we've
burn
played.
it.
I mean, we got through every other tour date.
I don't think there's
tour,
any
so
other time we've had van troubles
Literally
except
nowhere
for
else.
in Dallas
Yeah,
or
nowhere else
in
on
Chicago.
any of our tours.
Yeah.
I mean, tonight. The last place it was in was Dallas.
Motherfucker.
We haven't used the van since we got back from tour, have we?
Well, we've been doing a solid like 2-year tour. 2 year. You know, and the only
Yeah, the
time it
van's been
breaks down
going-
is when we're near Dallas.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
like the
Honestly,
only time we
straight
have
up.
issues with
Only
it.
Dallas. Why do you hate us?
And we're
Dallas?
back at home and everything. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Well, let's play another song.
Fuck
Fuck
that
that
shit.
shit. Some depressing music.
So Dallas feels a little bit of your
Yeah,
love.
You know.
What song do you want
Dallas
to play
act
next?
right.
Let's
The
go
next
in
one.
order. So Ex Mortis.
Ex
will be
Mortis.
next.
All right.
Mortis.
We'll talk
Sex
about
Mortis.
that
Sex
when we come back
Mortis.
in. Here's Ex Mortis off the Inertia E EP.
We're treading water way too deep. The shoreline seems to Hey, you listen to the Extinguish the Sun. This is the Metal Experience.
Fucking tear it up.
You piece of shit. That was
It's true feelings.
that
of
was
Ex
Ex Mortis by Contra.
It's okay. You should hear some of the stuff he says in his sleep.
I can imagine. Jesus Christ.
Fuck everyone.
I'm gonna.
There was one time
First fuck.
he was drunk and he was like half asleep, half in and out of consciousness, and he's like, I can hear your heart beating. I wish it would stop.
Oh shit!
I'm like, okay.
He was writing a
most
song.
metal
He was
shit I've
writing
ever
a
heard.
song. You know.
That's dark.
That's just a regular Wednesday.
How are your Fridays?
Fridays.
Oh my God.
That was another tasty
That's
track
cool, man.
off the Inertia EP, and we've got some more fun stories. What
Where
should
to
this-
begin?
Where to even begin?
I want to start with the lift stuff first, just so that when we hear the other part, I'll be laughing even harder again.
Yeah, definitely save the best for last. That
Yeah.
shit had me rolling. Okay. Well, I work Lyft as a Lyft driver. I have been for like about 2 months now.
You've got stories after 2 months. Crazy.
Yeah, it's really not.
The
It's not,
fucking
it's
stories
not that
after
crazy.
like a couple
Yeah, one
days
night.
and shit, you
Bro,
know?
Got like
yeah,
a big
so-
shrimp party in
if
your
you-
car.
If you work long enough, yeah. If you work at night, which I don't, because fuck that, motherfuckers get drunk as hell because it's Chicago. I ain't trying to deal with that. I ain't trying to clean up puke, but had to clean up a little bit of blood. So I'll get to that. So it's like, I don't know, like 10 a.m. You know what I'm saying? I'm downtown, starting to do Lyft. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever, normal day. Woo woo woo, and then. Motherfucker Lyft come. What you know about that? Anyways, motherfucker Lyft comes in. You know what I'm saying? And these two guys like, they're like, "Oh, are you across the street? Yep, yeah, okay. We're walking over right now. Super calm. You know, didn't suspect a thing." Two like, you know, bougie ass white guys sit down, and they're like, "Okay, sir, I'm gonna need you to drive really quickly." And I'm like, "Okay, hold on 1 second." And I check to see where we're going. It says the hospital. And I'm like, all the calculations going on in my head. And I turn around, and this dude is holding his nose. Dude on the left behind me is holding his nose. And he's like, oh, my God, it won't stop. What do I do, Brad? Brad, what do I do? Brad, tell me. What do I do? Do I lean back or do I lean
two
forward?
dudes were
Do I lean-
together?
I don't know, actually. In hindsight, I really don't know. No,
They
I
were
don't think so.
together at
No,
this
they
point
weren't.
because
They
one was
weren't.
panicking.
Yeah,
The other
by
one-
necessity. I think
At this point,
they worked together because this whole time his buddy was calling everyone to let him know that his nose was bleeding, by the way, guys. This guy was so scared because he's like, I was like, what's going on? He's like, yeah, I have a nosebleed that won't stop, so I need you to go to the hospital right now. I'm like,
You pinch your
boy,
nose?
if you don't get your nose is bleeding and you can't stop, like, are you 4 or 5 years old right now? Like, and then why would you get a lift? Okay, so anyways, he's in
You
my
wanna
car.
go
It's like,
fast?
It's
There's
an
an
easy
ambulance.
fix.
yeah, it's a very easy fix. It's like you stuff the
him
shit up
again
and
in
you
the
get back
nose.
to
You
work.
make yourself a makeshift little tampon
I'm
out of
saying.
toilet paper, shove it up your
But
nostril.
he didn't
real
do that.
tampon.
Pinch your nose.
Or a real tampon,
Your
yeah.
head
But he
back.
didn't do that. He was like, Jeffrey, get me a lift. Jeffrey, please. And then like, this nigga and Jeffrey are in the back of my car, and his nose is bleeding. He doesn't know how to stop it. And this other guy is like, just drive. So we're driving. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm driving the normal speed too. The whole time I'm like, I don't give a fuck, man. Like, I'm not gonna break the rules and get like hella tickets for these two idiot motherfuckers who don't know how to stop a nosebleed. But meanwhile, I'm driving the speed limit and shit, and they're like, dude, I'm gonna need you to go around these people. Like, dude holding his nose, bleeding and shit. He's like, I'm gonna need you to go around these people. You're gonna need to like cut that guy off. You're gonna need to run that red light. And I'm like,
Dude, you're not dying.
exactly. I wanted to say,
He knows
boy,
a
if you don't
little
get your
blood,
dumb
too.
ass out my fucking car, but I didn't say that. I was like,
But I did
excuse me, sir, I'm not gonna break the rules of the road to get you to the hospital for a nosebleed. And he didn't really like that, but we kept going, and like, he's like, this dude, his best friend's like on the phone, like calling. Is like, hi, is this your girlfriend? Yeah, it was dude's girlfriend. He's like, hey, I'm with Frank right now, and he's got a nosebleed, so we're taking him to the hospital right now. Hi, is this work? Yeah, I'm gonna need you to move the files for Frank because his nose is bleeding right now. And we're not gonna be able to make it. Hi, yeah, is this your job? Yeah. I'm with Frank right now. He has a nosebleed. He's not going to be able to come in today. And Frank's just like, do I lean back or do I lean forward? Do I lean back or do I lean forward? I'm like, dude is about goofy as hell. He really doesn't know. Has this dude ever had a nosebleed? Like, let this dude get shot. Oh my God. He's dying right there because he's not gonna know what to do. But anyways, I get this dude to the hospital, and they like get out, don't say thank you or anything, you know, whatever. Who cares? Fuck me, right? And then the minute they get out, I just like turn around fast as fuck. Like, like, how many drops of blood are there? And there was like 3 drops of blood. He actually did a really good job of not getting blood on my car. But I was like,
Hey.
I see 3 drops. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, lift. Yeah, he bled in my car. I'm going to need that cleanup fee. Hit his ass with that $100 cleanup fee. Fuck you talking about.
Yes. Get that money.
I mean, if he had some sort of
Yeah,
disease,
in the
you better have
bank.
that cleanup.
And Lyft is tight. This is why I corrected you when you're like, do you work for Uber? I was like, no, Lyft. It's a big ass difference, but for me. Because Uber's bullshit. I've seen so many stories about people working for Uber and the cleanup fee doesn't even go through. They don't even call them back and shit. And like a lot of more like bullshit people ride Uber. And like Lyft, they like the minute I like gave him 1 star, which is another cool thing. If you rate anyone under 3 stars, you never see them again. You never get matched with them again, which is fucking tight as fuck. Because Chicago's a big, small town. You'll see them again. Anyways,
Big small.
the minute I said they threw up, or the minute I said there was like a stain in my car, like seconds later, they called me immediately. They're like, hey, this is Lyft. You got a stain in your car? I was like, yeah. I was like, okay, cool. We're going to send
Was
you
it
the
cum?
information. I'm going to send you an email on where to go. And I was like, damn, y'all
Here's the checklist. Press 1 for cum. Press 2 for blood.
That's Uber.
Blood.
Press
That's
3
Uber.
for vomit.
Unknown.
That's Uber. It's like, okay, blood. Boop. You have pressed cum.
Oh fuck, wrong one, but whatever.
Is it your cum? No. You have pressed yes. That's Uber. So yeah, Lyft.
I don't
Lyft
know.
took care of
Maybe I can't remember.
it. Shout out Lyft. But yeah,
Shout out. Liz.
Shadow just
That
shouting
was-
out.
I want to shout out everybody.
Corporations.
Shout out to Brent.
Shout out this watery bear. But yeah, dude, that shit happened though, and that was like the first crazy story. I don't really have much. I've only been working like 2 months, but yeah, niggas is tripping.
Did you know all 4 years of high school I learned one thing? Your saliva will take out blood stains.
Oh, so
In
just
like
spit
cloth
on
Okay,
it?
materials.
so-
Not like a loogie.
Okay, so
But like your saliva, if you spit like if you got like a blood stain on your shirt, you spit on it,
Yeah.
let it sit overnight,
Talk dirty
and
to
then wash it. Shit's gone, son.
see, check it out.
I'm
Though.
just picturing like Jeffrey Dahmer, like this is where he fucked up. Just like, just like spitting all over. Damn it.
Just spitting all over the place.
But no, check it out. I didn't have time for all that. I was trying to make a lot of money before I went out for this trip I was going on. You know what I'm saying? See my girlfriend. But like, I was like, nah, dude, I don't got time to like. I almost lost a hell of money like not working that day because there's blood in my car. Niggas ain't gonna try to get in my car. Like, is that blood? 1 star.
Someone
Cancel.
gets shot in your car. Like, what the
Exactly.
fuck?
They're like, this
Like,
guy's
you
black.
are
Someone got
rude,
shot in this car. He's black. He's from Chicago. Someone was shot in this car. 911. But yeah. So what I did is I went home and I got like some like fucking ammonia and shit. Dabbed that bitch. That shit came out like a Tide commercial, bro. Like, it was gone. I went back to work.
Wow.
But yeah, dude.
And you
the
still
fee,
got
though.
that $100?
Still got that fee. What you talking about?
What's up? Fuck yeah.
But yeah,
Get
Love
it.
that
that's
money.
why I fuck with life. That's why I fuck with Lyft, man. But yeah, that's my story. That's the only one I have so far. But
Oh,
it's-
you'll have more eventually.
don't tell me that. I don't want that.
Yeah, you don't want more. Live
Put that
stories.
evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
It's not, but doing a smart way, not driving at night.
Hell
But
no.
for all the dummies out there, if your nose is bleeding, you pinch it, you stuff it, and you put your head back. You stupid assholes.
You don't put your head back.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
do.
that's, you're not
Why-
supposed to because it
No,
goes
you're
down your
not.
throat.
And then you,
This is why people go to the hospital.
and then you spit
People
it out
die.
like a
Okay, Luke,
man.
go.
These are the
Okay,
conversations.
Luke,
You don't put your head back. Yeah, you do. Maybe we should go to the hospital. Call a lift.
Do I take
Just
it out or
spit
do I
on
leave
your
it?
blood.
For real though.
Like
Should
a
I go
real
to the
fucking
hospital?
man.
No, hospitals, ambulance are expensive. Okay, get a lift. Get a lift.
You just die. That's what you do, all right?
If it goes down
Just
your throat,
die.
you just spit it out like a man. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, that dude was
Blow it on your
clearly.
neighbor.
Remember when people used to
Yeah.
bark at people?
Yeah.
You can bark at people. That's legal.
Let's play another song before we hear story number 2 for the
Fuck
night.
yeah.
Oh, this next one's gonna be pages.
So
Tasty.
what is this one called?
What was Ex Mortis about?
Oh yes, what
Oh,
is
yeah.
Sex Mortis about?
I
That one's about the world.
I gotta like go through my.
It's about
lyrics.
the world.
Spitting on shit.
Is
It's
it
about the state of the
Spitting
world.
on
Yeah.
shit.
the world.
Now we have to come
Yeah,
together.
no,
Save the
yeah. No, it's
Gotcha.
pretty much about like when I wrote the lyrics to this one. It was like right after the election, everybody's fighting with each other, left, right, yada yada yada, all that bullshit.
Yeah, the election.
Obviously, I'm a very liberal person and I hate everything, but
Liberal.
but at the
Not a
same time, it's
conservative.
like I just wrote these lyrics to kind of just be like, just come together. You know what I mean? Rather than
fight each other.
Yeah, fight each other. That's all it really is. And like the last lyrics of the song is, we're all simultaneously drowning. Who's going to be at the top? We got to save ourselves from ourselves. We got to save ourselves by ourselves. So I
Get
figured
it,
that just like
son. Get
sums
it.
up the lyrics. You know what I mean? We're all drowning. We're all fucked.
Right.
But
Gotta
we're like,
save
no, you're fucked
ourselves
more. No,
first,
you're fucked more. You're the
motherfuckers.
reason we're fucked.
We're all
no,
fucked.
you're the reason we're
We're all
Shut the
fucked.
fuck up and help each other.
Yeah.
And then what's
man?
Pages
Teamwork. Oh, Pages. You ever read a book?
You ever been to Office Max?
Office Max, your library. You guys heard of that before?
A bibliothèque.
Biblioteca. Go ahead, Captain.
Yeah, I think it was kind of weird writing lyrics for this album because like I kind of hit a little bit of a writer's block, so I had to like take myself and think about my life's pretty good right now. I got a good girl, I got a good apartment, I got a good job, I make money, and my band's doing good. Like everything's good. Like what am I gonna write about?
Your
My
fucking
dog
band.
kind of pisses in the house sometimes. Like, I have nothing to really
very
write about. So I had to
relatable.
like go back into like really dark periods of my life. This is one of the songs I did that with. And it was just like a dark, depressing time, and that's what I wrote about. But
All
this
right.
was like, yeah, I wrote about
So you pretty much went back in your diary.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I
Cry
had
a
to put
little
myself
bit.
in a
Dear
like,
diary.
put myself
Gave
in a
him
headspace
Kleenex.
of like,
Have it
okay,
again.
you know, the fucked up shit that I had to like pull myself through when I was young.
Everything's fine. Whatever will I do?
Yeah, like what am I gonna write lyrics about now? Like,
I can't find parking.
yeah.
I'm so happy.
Dog shoes are expensive in the winter. I bought my dog shoes, guys. That's where my life is right
Damn,
now.
he's got that little dog shoe money. What's up, boy?
That's where I'm at.
Shit.
Fucking dog.
I don't know what to get my wife for Christmas.
Well,
problems, man. You know,
Problems,
regular
bro.
problems. You know,
You
problems.
literally just
you guys
talked about
know-
everything that we feel.
Right. I mean, that's going to be the lyrics for the next EP. It's
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
be
you know.
about my dog.
Who
He shits in the house when the fireworks happen.
well, let's do it. This is Pages from Contra. Off the
Pages, read a
Inertia
book.
EP. Read a book.
Read a book.
The curtains falling while my thoughts
Yo, what's up, everybody? You got Diggs McNasty,
Timmy D.
Corey Carmander Davidson.
and Jared Ercole from Cool Through, and we fucking love metal. So listen in to the metal experience because there's some cool motherfuckers. Goddammit, ho ho!
We're back once again. I'm Morgan Daniel, Luco Blaze, and our friends in Contra. And that
Hey
was
now.
a song to remind you to read. It was called Pages. Off the Inertia EP.
Ass Street.
Beautiful.
It's about
Beautiful intro.
that bus that comes to your school when you were a kid.
Yo, I stole so many DVDs off that bus.
Sell them right back. To
Real
the
shit. Me and my niggas stole so many DVDs off that bus. They knew too we was gonna do it. That's the fucked up part. They was squinting
No,
at us
we
when we
just
got
gonna
on
wait
there
till
like,
Brent got
wow,
it.
you're
We
really
just
gonna
gonna wait till
profile
Brent
me?
got
You know what? Now I have to do it.
That's a direction to go in.
Yeah, plot twist. I am here to steal shit.
I didn't have a bus show up to my school where I got
Yeah,
DVDs
I don't know what
off
you're
of.
It
talking
didn't
What
show
you
up to our
talking
school. It
about?
showed up to like this random park, and we were like,
Yeah, the
"Bet, they don't even
bookmobile.
know we go to this.
You didn't have the
Ain't no
bookmobile?
school we go to.
No, they did book fairs in our gymnasium.
Oh,
Yeah, we had like scholastic book
Oh, yeah,
book
yeah.
fairs.
Book scares.
and shit.
Book scares.
Book
That's
scared.
fucking bunch of torture books.
I can't read. Ah,
you wanna die?
words.
So in the tour spectrum, when you guys are out on the road,
Yeah.
who's the worst driver?
Sasha.
I
Sasha.
guess.
I feel like we're gonna die every time.
Sasha.
I love
Except
you.
for Yuli when he fucking does his
Okay,
Jesus
Yuli's
take the wheel bullshit.
Yuli is
That's
purposely
just funny though. You
a
know?
terrible driver. Sasha, you're like, you're not trying to be bad. It's just like sometimes you're hard on the brakes. That's really it. And that scares people who can't see where we're going. Like if you're in the front seat, you can see like, oh, he's just braking really fast. If you're in the back seat, you're like, we finna die.
Well,
We
yeah.
finna die.
We have bunks built in the back of the van, and I literally sleep in like a coffin
Fucking
thing.
coffin section.
Yeah, like the roof is wood about 6 inches from my face, and I can't see out the windows. So when I'm like laying back there and I feel the van braking hard, I'm like, all right, like
That's
brace
the same
myself.
This
thing
is
like,
it.
sleep
This is
outside.
it. We're flipping. We're about to go. Like,
And yo, a little excerpt for the people who actually care. One of two. Was it "Sit Deep as She Holds Sweating Bullets in Her Casket"?
yeah.
Yeah.
The first song,
Tundra. The lyrics.
the lyrics of Tundra. I have these lyrics that says, "Sit deep as she holds sweating bullets in my casket," which is the van.
Bottom bar.
It's about him
That's
sleeping in his
him
bunk.
in the bottom bunk, like we're finna die.
Yeah, we're sitting
gonna
deep
die.
as she holds. Like the
And-
van's just got like all
die.
these people. I'm sweating bullets in my.
And one thing I have
Casket
to give
bunk.
to Sasha too, because like honestly, it's not his fault at all. But like sometimes when
Yes,
we're
it is.
going on the highway for fucking 800 miles, there'll be a section that's like
Indiana.
construction.
Yeah, it's
Indiana.
always Indiana.
It's construction, right? So they make you go like over
The rumble
fucking-
strip.
yeah, that strip that
Oh,
goes.
yeah.
So Kevin's back there like, are we gonna die? Are we gonna die? Are we gonna die?
And I sleep right above Kevin on the top bunk, and he's just like, dude, what's going on, dude? Are we dying? I'm like, no, it's construction. He's like, oh, okay.
Good night.
Because it'll be
Good
like
night.
20 minutes of.
Yeah, dude.
Just straight up
that
rumble
van,
strip.
In that shitty van, like in a normal car, it's just boo, 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 boo. In our van's,
What now? What type of van is this?
it's a
Ford
fucking, it's a Ford
E350.
E350, like extendo, motherfucking passenger, like church van.
15
Yeah,
passenger
15
van.
passenger.
What year?
2000.
Two?
That's it. Just
2000?
Just 2000.
Oh, I thought there was gonna be a two after that.
Throwing it back.
No, my guy, 2000.
It's almost a classic shit.
Like they
man. It's
thought
almost a
computers weren't
classic.
gonna like wipe out the earth when this car was made. So.
That's a Y2K van.
Yeah.
How many miles on this bad boy?
143.
Oh, shit, too many.
Okay.
Yeah, we
I drove it today.
143.
so-
That's it.
That's what I said.
we got
it
when
like,
we got it
we
2
got
years
pretty
ago.
sweet
It was
deal on
at like 106.
Yeah, it was like just above 100 though.
Yeah.
That's still not bad.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's why
for
we bought
2000,
this shit.
you know?
That's why we
Yeah.
bought it. Lo and behold, fucking
The
Dallas
bottom's
bitch
rusted
ass.
out, and the fucking
Yeah.
alternator keeps blowing out.
Bullshit.
There's like a stray wire going over our engine that connects to our AC for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very safe.
We had some like.
that moves. we
It
don't
was
have
my
any
cousin
Here we go.
who
Cousin
like does
knows
some
guy
like
or something.
gang stuff, and he was like, I got a mechanic, and I was like, bet, and it was like $50, and I just had to pull up to him on the the side of the road. Like he didn't have like a garage or anything, and he just like took it apart. And I was just sitting there watching him, and yeah, there's a loose wire
Like
that
just
connects.
draping over.
Yeah, it just
that
like
ain't the
connects to the fuse box and goes to wherever the fuck it goes.
And he put that in for you?
Yeah,
Okay, Luco, the shortest distance is a straight line. So
yeah.
We could wrap this around, or I could just do it right over the top. $50, you got yourself.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
that ass,
Fucking
I'm sure he
AC.
pitched it that way
We'll
too.
take
We got
and
AC that
when
barely
we
works.
did that tour,
Yeah.
we took that cross country tour too. We got it fixed for that fucking
Right.
tour, and then lo and behold,
Oh
like the
my
first
God.
fucking day, it went out.
Right.
And we still didn't know what the fuck was wrong.
Yeah.
So we
This was
toured the
the-
majority of the fucking tour with no AC, sweating our dicks out, especially in Arizona. We're like
Yeah.
on our
Yes,
fucking
yes.
boxers pretty much and shit, trying to fucking
Yeah,
sweat
we
everything
had-
off.
we
But
had
then we
no
get
heat.
to like the last 2 days of
It
tour.
was Dallas when
No,
we
it was
figured
when
it
we
out.
broke
Was it
down.
Dallas?
Yeah,
Remember
it
when
was
we
Dallas.
broke
Oh
down
yeah,
into
yeah, because
the-
I was
Because we had the
fixing
hood open.
Yeah, I was fixing the alternator, going through it, and that's when we realized the wire was kind of off and loose. And we put it in, and the AC worked just fine. So we went that whole hot
And-
ass. We
and
went to
this is-
California. We went like all fucking hot.
When you're
ass
doing
places.
these broken down moments working on the cars, it's when you take out the camera, you start taking pictures, you put together a calendar, and then you got the Contra calendar for the next year.
You
Right.
guys are working on the van in your underwear.
fucking hey, there we
exactly.
go, man.
Honestly, 2 birds, 1 stone. You're
Ladies.
right.
Get 2 birds stoned at once.
But yeah,
So-
you know,
We'll get 2
how we
birds
do
stoned
things.
at once.
But no, you can watch us in our ass streaks, you know.
But yeah, I was very pissed when Yuli came to us because this was when we broke
He
down
was
in
just
Dallas
mad
for
that I
time
came.
number 2. By the way, this
In
was time
Dallas.
number 2
In
in
Dallas.
Dallas. We broke down in a fucking AutoZone parking lot. And then
So
Yuli starts
sweet.
fixing the alternator, and he's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, guys, we had AC this whole time. It was unplugged."
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, fuck.
Like, sweet. We all just like slowly look over at Sasha.
Well, that's great. We only got like 2 dates left and shit. Like, all right, that's cool. Or some
And it wasn't
bullshit.
even like hot.
Yeah, it was like Kansas City.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah,
hot. When
at
the
that
AC
point,
started
we were
working.
heading back to Chicago, so
Yeah.
everything was starting to cool off again.
Yeah.
Like
So
60
it's like,
degrees.
Fuck the AC now.
Exactly.
Dude, we're dying in fucking Arizona.
Oh my
We're
God,
fucking-
Arizona! I had like
We're all fucking
I had,
boxes
like,
just chilling,
a
sweating.
fucking homemade paper
glistening.
fan just on my laptop. Like, don't die on us! Don't die on us! Don't die on
Yeah,
us!
Jesus Christ.
Well, what was really cool about Arizona was that it was so fucking hot, and as soon as we stopped in Tucson, it just started pouring rain. Like it wasn't
Oh, yeah,
raining,
yeah. That was
and we
awesome.
just got
Yeah.
there, and it just started pissing.
I love that.
And I
It felt
was
good.
driving at that point, and I just jumped out of the van, and I was just like,
Shower.
"Let it rain!"
We were
I
all
was
like
so
chilling
happy.
in the rain
That was
for
the
a little
most
bit and
refreshing
shit.
rain I've ever
Yeah.
been in my
It felt
fucking
so
life.
a
We all
shower.
got like flood warnings on our phone
in
too,
the rain.
which is weird because like I mean we don't know Arizona, so when we get flood warnings, it's like, is this serious or?
Oh yeah, like I don't know. They're like,
we take this
being for real,
seriously,
for real?
or-
They're like, you know.
Did it actually flood?
I mean, not really.
It was pouring.
But it was raining
I don't
hard.
think
It
it
was just, like,
pouring,
rolling
but it
around
was
in the-
really
I mean, we
Flood,
were
flood.
gone pretty much the next day. So.
I mean, I don't know. Probably everybody else died and shit after we left, but I mean, we were fine, you know.
we got out of there pretty quick.
We got there pretty quick. Whatever. Hope y'all still alive.
So the next story that we had was going to be from Kevin.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So a lot of us in the band work these driving jobs. Like we talked with Brian about his Lyft job.
Yep.
I work for Grubhub.
You
We
get
do
your
these
hub at
driving
the Grub.
jobs because it's unlimited time off. So for touring musicians, hit up me. I'll give you a referral. I make money off that.
Yeah, man.
Anyways,
We
Shameless,
like handy on the side and shit. Yeah.
shameless plug.
2 days ago when I was working Grubhub, it was like when we got that first bad fucking winter storm and shit. The wind was unbelievable. And I had a large pizza, one of the square cup pizzas, right next to me.
Oh, square.
That's where it all
That
went.
changes everything.
It does. It completely changes it.
That's
I
triangle.
open my door and the wind blows my door completely open to the point where it's yeah.
That's just
That's how you
Yeah.
know. That's how you know it's all the way
Yeah.
open. Skadoosh.
And my dumbass was just like, that's fine. So like I grabbed
Ah, thanks for the help, Win.
So I grabbed the pizza. I'm holding it in front of my body, getting out of my driver's seat, and as I turn, the pizza blows out of my hand, and it's in one hand and hits the top of my door. And when I go to reach to grab the pizza, it just takes off.
just does that like backflipping
Yeah,
thing
it's
in
just
the air.
flipping down the road, and all the pizza slices flew out, scattered everywhere throughout the streets.
Like what? Like a bunch of post-it notes?
Yeah, like a bunch of post-it notes all over the fucking street. And the box went, I mean, It went like it just kept going. You know when your
blocks.
hat, when your
3
hat
blocks.
blows off your head, and you're like, oh, I gotta chase my hat, and then you're like, oh, it's
Go
going,
chase
it's
fucking,
gone.
like,
you know,
8
it's
slices of
20. I'm not
pizza.
gonna run into traffic.
It
The
faded
box-
away.
The box was gone. Like it just went
3
down the
blocks down the road.
Yeah, I mean, it probably went a good 50.
I want to be that person sitting there and the person going, was that another bird that hit the window? No, it was a pizza.
Fuck. Right.
This
Well, here's
dick.
there was nobody on the fucking It was like a small little row. Well, not small little row. It was downtown Chicago, but there was nobody on the street. Like,
It's one of
weather's
those dead
terrible.
streets,
Nobody's walking around. So I'm just like looking around like,
Motherfuckers
nobody
walking.
fucking saw that? Okay. I had to get
No one's
back.
gonna help me track down these slices of pizza, bro.
And meanwhile, I'm dropping this pizza off.
He's dropping this shit off still.
I'm at the customer's house. So I have to call Grubhub to tell Grubhub, like, I ain't gonna call the customer and be like, yo, by the way, your pizza's in the
Your
road.
shit's in the street, son.
I'm gonna mark this delivered, get paid, and go on to my next order. So I had to call Grubhub to tell them what happened, and they immediately like, yeah, this is like the 4th, 5th call we got today of this happening. I'm like,
Thanks
oh,
for
okay.
calling Grubhub. Did
Yeah,
your
cool,
pizza
no
fly
problem.
away?
By the way, you're not getting paid. Yeah.
But I tell you, this pizza, like, the wind just like took it like a sail, and it just fucking, it was gone.
Wanted to be free when
Did
you
you
want to
hear
be free. You
sail
gotta
in
be
your
free.
head
You
at the
know.
same time?
Sail.
This is why an angel dies.
This is how my pizza.
It was so windy. But right after it took off, it was so windy, and I'm still standing outside, just like with the wind at my back right at that point.
You're
I just
in
like had to
shock.
get back in my car. I'm like struggling to get my fucking door closed and shit, just to like. Doosh.
like
and
walking in Antarctica and
Okay.
shit.
The door
What
opens
just
up,
happened?
breaks off, flies down the road. So I'm like, ah, fuck it. I grab the pizza. I walk. It flies out of my hand, too. I take off. I'm 3 blocks away from my car now because the wind took me.
Try to call Grubhub. Phone blows away.
Grab
My
your
clothes
pizza off
blow
the
away.
street.
I'm butt ass naked in the street right now.
Clothes blow right off my body.
You see Kevin just
It's
flying
blowing
down
so
the
hard I
road.
just came and shit. Like the fuck. Days were just fucking all over the place.
I got frostbite on my pinky toe. I lost that thing.
That thing blew away.
It flew off in the
blew
wind.
away.
Got 9 toes now. But I'm still alive. Still kicking.
Hey, man, you
Anyone
know,
want to shop for
Grubhub for
Grubhub?
So yeah, sign up for Grubhub. We
Yeah,
have
use Kevin's
availability.
referral code.
Yeah, use
you
my
know.
referral. I get money for that.
Give him that
You get to
Grubhub
deliver flying
money.
pizzas.
We've talked
you
very
still
little
fly
about
pizza?
Contra and very more about our jobs that we actually.
And vans breaking down.
Fans breaking
Would we
down.
be a
Boom,
real
boom,
band
boom.
if we didn't talk about like, man, fuck this job and this bullshit ass van that don't work for us? We're not a real band if we don't talk about
It's
that
the reality and what inspires your music.
Of actually being in a band.
Fuck yeah.
shit. Yeah. We're not like, yeah, so the artistic expression on song 6. Nah, nigga, our band don't work.
What keeps it real? All right.
Well, with that being said, let's play the next track on the EP.
Boom, 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 boom.
So yeah, bring back the moon.
And what's this bad boy about?
Oh,
Oh, it's got a good, very good backstory.
This one's fun.
great.
Yeah.
Okay,
First of all,
so
shout out to the boys.
yeah,
Yeah.
Arabella.
Arabella,
aka known by
Areola.
Cucumbers. and
Areola.
shit.
known
Hey,
by
there's an
Cucumber.
Arabella sticker on it.
Back when-
Yes.
Gang, gang.
No, this.
Blood and motherfuckers.
I don't see it.
It might be on
It's
the
there.
He
bottom.
doesn't see it.
She
Morgan?
lying.
It's on the
We
bottom.
see it.
It's goes
She tried to say
the
the stickers on the
Arabella,
computer. They ain't
aka
I
blown
have
by
one.
Cucumbers. We love you.
Anyways, back in like 2016, we did a tour with Arabella back when they were known by numbers.
Yeah, fuck
Literally.
yeah.
But we just kept mooning each other.
Yeah.
just like
It was
guys do.
our. It was my first tour.
Yeah,
and we
it
were
was.
we were on there.
My
We were on the
first
highway,
tour.
fucking
Yeah.
pull up next to each other.
Yeah, we're just.
And I
driving
think
out-
what you told me to just like pop
Show
my
me
ass
Yeah,
out or
what?
something.
started
Like, show me
mooning.
your ass, you know, like no one moons anymore. I think
Yeah.
Sasha, you said something like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
no one moons anyone
So
anymore.
it's bring back the
so we're like,
moon.
let's bring back the moon.
But
Fucking
then after we said it, we're like, that sounds deep.
yeah, fucking A, man.
So yeah, that's the song's about mooning. Like we're trying to bring back,
It's about mooning Arabella.
bring back showing each other's asses.
Connor saw
to
my
each other.
ass.
Would you
Yeah, 'cause
howl when
Arabella
you saw
Connor, I
moaned us
this?
hope
back,
you
by
enjoyed
the way.
it.
Yeah.
Arabella actually mooned us back, so shout out to them
Yeah, shout out
for
fucking
not being too stuck
being
up
awesome,
to
you
show
know?
us their ass streaks.
ass streaks. Show us your ass streaks.
Ass streaks.
Ass streaks. So if you're on the road with another band, yo,
Bring back the moon.
Yeah, bring back the moon. If you if you on
Moon
tour
them
right now,
motherfuckers.
if y'all is on tour right now, listening to this podcast, bring back the moon.
Bring back the moon.
Pull down your pants, wind down the window.
You're listening to the Metal Experience.
We've assembled a collection of bands who have drummers.
Hard to imagine.
Well, it's easy if you try, Dick. Now sit back and listen.
Comes out, it comes out.
Woo! All right, that was another tasty track by Contra. That was Bring Back the Moon. All about moon and dudes.
Yeah,
dudes.
fucking
Dude
A,
and
man,
dudes.
you know.
Fucking A
Whatever's
right, Peter,
available,
man.
just toss
Showing
it out
your
there,
ass
man.
streaks.
Showing
it
your
out there.
ass streaks. Fuck.
your balls.
You guys moon your balls?
No, so
It's happened.
Oh my god.
So the
Well,
drummer
Sasha
of
speaks
Known
for
by
himself.
Numbers,
Check this out.
he we mooned him and he was wasted off tequila, and then he mooned us back and he had the biggest balls.
Biggest
I'd
drink.
ever, like they were just like dang, they
can't
were like
personally
easily
recall
like
that.
this long.
That's like
Pendulous.
This
it was
long,
like
so
6
you
inches
got
of
some
just
long
dangling
balls, bro.
And like I was just
You saw that
traumatized.
from his ass cheeks? You just
Yes,
saw balls?
From
he
the
pulled
window
down
of their
his pants
car,
to
my
his
God.
knees, to his knees, and he was just like, "Look at my ass," and I was like, "Balls!" Shit was nuts.
too low.
Literally
Literally.
No, but dude, for real. And the funniest part is like, you ever seen trucker nuts? Like,
Wait, was it like Arizona? Were you driving in the Arizona heat?
You ever
Maybe
seen
that's why it
trucker
was.
nuts?
No, but I'm saying no, dead ass. So check it out. You ever seen those douchebag motherfuckers with the trucks that have like the little nuts
dangling from their
head.
head?
He's literally a trucker.
Yeah,
And he
is.
literally has trucker nuts.
Yeah.
It was modeled after this guy. I swear, bro. Like, it is ridiculous.
It was nuts.
It was
It was nuts. It really was.
Well, with that being said,
What a terrible transition.
it's about that time, Morgan.
Segue.
Let's talk about more nuts.
Now it's time for
Hey, man, look what I found.
Only on the Metal Experience.
All right, this week and every week is always brought to you by our friends at Imprint Recordings. Your music, your imprint. Visit imprintrecordings.com for more information for all your recording needs. Woo! All right, this week we have from Johnson City, Tennessee, the band Arm the Witness. We've got a twofer for you tonight, and these are fucking weird. So, Newborn, the music video is up on the band's Facebook page. Morgan tells me not on YouTube, just on the Facebook page.
Facebook.
And then the Self-Construction song, the music video is available on the band's YouTube page. Where are they both on YouTube, Morgan? Morgan, answer me!
It's the government, man.
It's the government, man.
The government.
They fucking took my fucking.
Where are these guys from?
Johnson City, Tennessee.
All right.
Johnson City, Tennessee.
So we got Arm the Witness, we got a twofer, Newborn, and Self-Construction. Let's do it.
Why we can escape from the
You should have seen it coming.
Hi, I'm Brandon.
Hey, I'm Ben. We're from Snowberry, and you're listening to The Metal Experience.
All right, those were two tasty tracks by Arm the Witness. That segment was brought to you by Imprint Recordings. Check out imprintrecordings.com for more information for all your recording needs. Check them out. They're from Johnson City, Tennessee. And that's Arm the Witness with the two songs, Newborn and Self-Construction. And both those songs have music videos up on the interwebs, either on the Facebooks or the YouTubes. We're back, the Metal Experience, with Contra. Woo!
Yep.
Respect the dot.
Respect the dot. We're in the fucking dungeon tonight, having a fucking gay old time.
Gay old
Hella
time.
gay.
Hella gay.
Show your ass to your boys.
And nuts, apparently.
Big ass facts.
Asterisks. Morgan, take it
just
away.
Pointed at me after you burp. Did you need something?
Burps. All the burps we did on the show last week were for Morgan. All the burps we do on the show this week are also for Morgan.
Sweet.
yeah.
I don't want your
I've been
fucking
waiting for a
burps.
burp, but my beer's been flat. Like since.
You just
Yo,
gotta drink
whole
it
time,
faster.
my
Right,
shit-
I guess.
I haven't been burping either, and like I don't want to give out some like pussy ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want a real ass burp on here. You feel me? Like, I ain't good. I ain't
Gotta
good
give
at
them what you got.
Burp, burp.
So let's
get what
talk
I
a
need.
little bit about what your favorite song is on the album and why.
My favorite is Tundra.
Yeah.
Just because that shit wangs. Sorry,
just
but
hits
like
hard.
it hits so hard, and
I like it.
I love it.
Tundra is actually the first song that Contra has ever made as a band.
I did not know that.
I actually didn't know that either.
I know
Being
you-
the lead singer
y'all-
of this band, I did not know that.
And you came in. It's still like because Contra like we've had a lot of member changes and stuff, but like me and a member Rob have been like the backbone of this whole project. I kind of started it myself, and then like Rob was the first person I found, and we've just been keeping it going ever since, type deal. But yeah, that was the first song we wrote together. Like when we first put our heads together, and like he brought a lot of the ambience, like eeriness that Contra has. I brought like obviously the heavy riffs because I was in high school. It's like yeah, heavy music. So yeah, that
Nothing
was,
wrong
like,
with that.
Yeah, it's like balance. Honestly, it's like super heavy and like super melodic, and like that was the first song we ever wrote together. But we shelved it. We're like, this needs to be recorded right. Like we don't want to put it out on our first EP. We're kind of not sure what we want to do. Like we'll save this for our second release when we know what we're doing. And it kind of came out finally with the Inertia EP. So I'm glad that it came out.
Actually,
the way it did.
now that you're saying that, I kind of remember you sending me the Tundra guitar profiles.
Yeah, dude, been like what 2013?
Yeah, like I remember all the guitar profiles that I
Tundra was definitely in
didn't
there.
write lyrics to, and be like, I don't even know if we're ever gonna play this.
Yeah, it was just one of those songs that kind of just floated around for years, and then like the moment came where like we have to record a song. I was like, this has to be on this record, type shit. So yeah, that was Tundra. Yeah, it was the first one we ever made, and I kind of forgot about it for a while.
Balls to the wall.
But yeah, dude, it's one of those songs where like we perfected it over years. We're like, oh, let's make this part shorter, let's make this heavier, and it's like this is at its peak form. So I'm glad.
So, is that also your favorite song off the CD?
No.
Oh, what's yours? I fucking hate that song.
That shit's bullshit. No, my favorite song is "Bring Back the Moon," because that's kind of like in the beginning of this whole transitional period we're kind of going through right now, and I don't know. I started like rapping and shit and making beats and stuff and making hip hop music, and I was originally gonna have "Bring Back the Moon" be like rap song. But I was like, nah, it's just I don't know. It just doesn't feel like that, and I kept trying to write to it, didn't sound right, and then I made it into a metal song, and it sounded really fucking good. And I was like, guys, we're gonna do a new EP. Like, this is where we should start. I kind of want to like use this kind of like eerie, spacey sound. And like, the best part about this song for me was I went to the first session we did where we were recording vocals, and when these guys handle vocals, Sasha and Kevin handle vocals. I don't have any part in that. So when I go to the studio to hear them record, I'm hearing the song for the first time with vocals, which is the best part for me. Like I love
Wait,
that
you
shit.
don't hear it in practice?
No, when we wrote this
we,
first
we,
time
we,
we
we
go
very
through-
rarely actually like
Well, we
write
the new
songs.
Yeah.
Usually when we write songs, it's like Brent, Yuli, and Frankie will kind of get it figured out and
We all kind of learn it on our own pace, and then we all
kind of come
like
together.
for this EP at least, we all kind of like learned it on our own, and we came together and like
and
actually
put it together.
tracked
And then
put
me
it
and
together.
Sasha kind of worked.
So no one actually really heard the vocals until like
Me and
well,
Sasha
for
were
us,
done
yeah.
recording vocals.
Yeah, so
for
the
us,
Me and
vocalists will
Sasha
work
just
together.
kind of
final
go in
product
our
was out that we heard the vocals and
Yeah, vocals will
we're
work
definitely
together,
fucking
and then
stoked
the
on it.
musicians like will work together. And obviously Sasha's the only one that's both. And he's not sitting here like, yo, dude, so the vocals go like this. Like, we just figure it out. And, like, I went to the recording session that Sasha did, like, he laid down the vocals for, and Kevin was there, too. And I was hearing it, I was like, oh, my God. I love this one. And it has more Sasha on it, and I love Sasha's voice, so that's probably why I like it a lot.
Thanks.
But yeah, Bring Back the Moon is my favorite. And like, it's one of those songs that like I wrote it and I was like, oh my God, I feel like it's gonna be a really good song, but I wonder what they're gonna do for vocals. But I trust them, you know. It's like I just want to be surprised and see what they do. And that was a song I was like, they surpassed everything I expected. Okay, y'all sing. Yeah,
and it's funny because like that song was my favorite because obviously, like you said, that was the first one that we started working on for this record. And that was my favorite until we started working on Tundra, which I don't really remember where that was in the process. But like, Bring Back the Moon is right up there with Tundra for me. It's tight.
Fuck yeah, I really dig it too.
Kevin, favorite song off the new CD?
I'm gonna say I'm torn between two. It's gonna be like Ex Mortis or Pages. Simply being because of like. With like the old Contra EP that we released, the self-titled EP, a lot of it was just like, okay, it's heavy, I'm gonna scream. Okay, it's light, Sasha, this is where you sing. And me and Sasha were kind of finding like our guidelines of like, how are we gonna do two vocalists in this band? What are we gonna do? But I feel like with with Ex Mortis and Pages, we kind of like, not really wrote together, but like figured out the parts of like passing back and forth. So it's not just all screaming and then singing. It's like scream, sing, scream, sing. Like we kind of like work together on finding the balance, which gives Contra its sound, I think. And it's fun to play those songs live, especially because, I mean, I don't have to do the whole thing. So it's like it's nice to step back a little bit and sing some backup vocals with Sasha when he's actually singing. So I like the songs that sing a lot that pass it off. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah.
Well,
fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
On that note, why don't we play the titular track, which is next.
Title.
The titular track off the Inertia EP, which is also Inertia.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. And what's this track about?
Shit. You always ask these questions. And
you know what? And you know the reason why I ask is because, I mean, I can listen to a song it's like, but it's like
that was so inspirational.
What was your thought process behind it? And the other thing is cool is I asked too because once I know what the song is about, and then when we see you live, it's like, or when the listener, whoever's listening, sees you live, they're like, this song is about this. It's just kind of like what this song is about.
You can appreciate it more, yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You can appreciate it more.
Yeah,
it's just more of the experience, whereas you go in and you're just like,
okay,
that guy just fucking Cookie Monster grumbling like 8 songs and fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it makes more sense. I feel you. So it's not just like, I feel like from the outside, though, it's really confusing. It's like, that one part where you're like, so like, what does that mean on that?
And at the same time, it's like you write these you write these lyrics, and it's like, what's your thought process behind this? Where it's like, I can't say like, hey, that guitar riff you wrote, like, what's your guitar riff thought process? You're just like, I went beep, boop, 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 beep, boop, boop. It was like, yeah, so I was like thinking about this time I fucking shit in my pants. So I was like, boop, 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 boop. It's like, with your vocals, it's like, as a vocalist myself, the writing process is really like, that's the fucking,
Right.
It's the moment you're in.
I think with these lyrics, like, this might sound kind of lame, but I have like...
God, this is fucking lame, dude. Come on.
I have like...
Fuck up!
I have like these like sleeping issues I've been dealing with for like a long time, like sleepwalking and like...
You sleepwalk?
I used to. I don't anymore.
Sure. You sleepwalk karate?
No, I
sleep karate.
Kevin walked through the living room and roundhouse kicked the kitchen table.
Fuck yeah.
It's in 2 pieces.
Shouldn't have been there to begin with.
I kind of just like wrote the song about that, and like the album cover and the video is like all this kind of like possessed sleepwalking type thing. But what it really is, the lyrics are written is like just kind of being stuck, and like what do you have to find to get out of this stuck motion that you're at? You know what I mean? Inertia against. But like
the force it takes to move something.
Right. What is it that's going to force you to get out of the rut? What's going to open the door? What's going to keep your feet moving? And I mean, I would like to think it's that deep, but it's really not.
I just sleepwalk. I made a song about it.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Well, let's do it. This is Contra with the song Inertia off the album
The titty
Inertia.
track.
Inertia.
The titty track.
The titular track.
Titty track. Titty track.
Let's
Ass streaks.
Ass streaks.
Ass streaks.
Hi, we're Debility, and I'm Zach.
I'm Sean.
Johnny Taco.
I'm Ryan. They've locked us in this room. There's no food in here. I'm cold and tired. They want us to tell you that you're listening to the
Metal
Experience.
Experience.
Please send help.
Be back with the Metal Experience. I'm Morgan Danielle with Luco Blaze. Contra still chilling with us tonight. That was the titular track, the titty track.
Titty track.
Titties. Inertia off the Inertia EP.
Titties.
Tiggle bitties.
Tiggle bitties, man. Tiggle bitties. But yeah, that's what's up. Fucking tiggle.
That's what's
bitties.
up.
Stop talking, Yuli.
That's what's up.
Yuli, you can stop. You don't have to keep the sentence going every time.
I've got
and when to say when.
A two-part question for you guys.
What's up?
And you guys can answer individually.
I have a two-part answer.
Okay, good.
You better, because I don't have any answers yet.
I have a 1.25.
It could be two different answers because it's. So, what do you think has been the best state to play in that you guys have visited?
Shit.
And then the second part is, what's been your favorite show?
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take this.
Go for it.
My favorite state to play in, I am going to say New York.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of very. We've played.
Man, Utica goes hard. Utica goes hard as fuck.
I grew up in Utica, New York, so we got a crowd in Utica, New York. And there's a lot of small cities in upstate New York. We've played Brooklyn Brooklyn was cool too, which was fucking awesome.
That shit was sick.
A lot of people came out. We got very lucky with parking. To get,
Dude, we parked right in front.
Yeah.
We parked.
How's the parking?
We parked directly
into.
Okay, so check it out. Contra, we got our shit together sometimes. We got there
when the van isn't blowing up.
When so the van wasn't on fire this day of tour, right? So we extinguished that shit and we like drove there. And Kevin, being Kevin, he got us there like 8 hours ahead of schedule.
Yes,
so we got parking right directly.
I started drinking
front.
at like 1 in the afternoon.
Yeah, but we got there at 12:30.
At the venue.
But we got there at 12:30, and there was parking directly in front. And then he started drinking for the rest of the night, and then it was a mess.
But before all that, we had parking. Before we had parking in front of the venue, we parked like 3 blocks in front.
away.
And I had to
It
parallel
was
park that
handsome.
bitch.
I'm sorry.
All right,
And
I'll finish
I never
the story.
said sorry to
So
you.
what had happened
Fix it,
was
Kevin.
we got to Brooklyn. We passed the venue and said, okay, there's where we're playing. Then we found parking 3 blocks away from the venue.
That we didn't fit in.
And then, being a band on tour, you have some downtime. Everybody separated. Me and Sasha, being the fat guys of the band, we went and found a pizza place together and ate pizza.
That
my uncle from Brooklyn recommended us to. Yep. And I called him. I was like, yo, I'm in Brooklyn. Where do I go? And we went and got pizza. And then we walked to the venue. And when we got to the venue, they were just opening up. And I talked to the bartender. We hung out for a little bit. We found our green room. We were still parked 3 blocks away with a trailer on the back of our van. But while this was happening, while we're in the venue, someone like had a moving truck right in front of the venue. So I like ran out there and was like, hey, yo, put on my New York City, Brooklyn thing. Hey, yo, you guys gonna be here long? How long you gonna take you to move in there? Blah, blah, blah. Oh. And they were like, they literally, like Big Bang Boom. They stayed in the, once they were done moving their shit, they stayed in that spot. I stood like right behind their moving van. And Sasha ran to the van and pulled around the 3 blocks we were at and pulled back up. And then the moving van came out and our van and trailer came in. Nice. Like it was so legit. Yeah, it was so good that on our Instagram, we have a boomerang video of the van and trailer to the front of the venue, just going back and forth of like bragging about our parking spot.
We had to though, because like honestly, that was on some Nardwar shit where you're like, "How did I get that parking spot? I asked."
Yeah, I fucking stood in the street and like,
yeah, dude. Literally, if you did not ask them, we would be parked 8 blocks away, lugging heavy ass gear. 8 blocks.
Yeah.
You literally asked, like, "Hey, you guys gonna move anytime soon?" And they're like, bada boom, bada bang. And you're like, yeah, dude. And then we parked there. It's that easy.
Yo, I mean, like, Brooklyn's cool as fuck, but for real, Utica, man. When we played that basement show in fucking Utica,
dude. Honestly, because like, it was poetic. Because, awesome. You know, Kevin, you know, been there for some years, grew up there. And
yeah, I grew up,
shit.
Yeah,
so, like, his friends came through, and, like, I just felt the vibe that, like, they loved Kevin, and everyone I talked to were like, "Oh, we love Kevin. You're in Kevin's band, yeah." And then everyone would tell me a separate story about how they grew up with him and how he did some crazy shit. And I was like, "That sounds about right."
What were some of the stories they told you about Kevin?
Oh shit! Oh my god! Well, it was
well,
like
I mean, Kevin tells us all of his stories.
I didn't
no
surprise.
These aren't stories I want on a podcast.
Okay, so check it out. So Kevin, like, like has a problem with telling stories 19 times in one day, and I have a problem forgetting stories 19 times in one day. So I've heard every Kevin story that these guys have heard like 5
19
times
times.
over that they've heard it. So like, yeah, dude, like I'm more interested in the stories about his friends. At
But
this
you've only heard these stories once because you keep forgetting them.
No, I've heard them 19
like
times.
But we've heard these
Like a
stories a
fish.
million times.
Pretty much, yeah, exactly.
Then they got to hear them from the people who.
And I hear
actually
about
were
how
there.
he like lived above like a pizza parlor, and there was this girl who like pissed out of the window and got them kicked out.
Oh yeah,
Like he's
it
on
was
some
Katie,
straight
right?
Molly
It was
Crew shit. Like this dude.
Shout
lived a
out to
life-
Katie Hubbard. Katie Hubbard.
Oh, that was Katie Hubbs. Shout out Katie
Yeah.
Hubbs.
Oh,
Shout
yeah,
out
and these guys all know Katie Hubbard now.
bro.
Yeah.
K-Heezy, shout out to you.
We've met Utica's family
people
too.
out
in Utica.
Wait, shout out.
She have a shiwi
Shout out
or
to
she
you.
just like
No, she was wasted.
So
she just like fuck
so
it.
me and Contra's tour manager Matt, who's not here today, but our tour manager that tours with us had a band back in upstate New York called Renee, and we had a rehearsal spot above a pizza place. And we were young. We were like 20 years old. And like we'd party and get crazy and whatever. We had a party there, and this girl like had to piss instead of going down the stairs to the actual bathroom. She
I
just
would've.
like put her ass out the window and pissed out the window. It was like 3 stories high, but it just went and hit the awning of the pizza shop.
place.
So it's just like, it's not raining outside, but there's like
People
water
walking up like, oh, I didn't expect to rain today.
It's a little warm, by the way. Meanwhile, it's like, this rain is warm. It's drunk girl piss from the 3rd floor. And needless to say, we got kicked out of that room. Shout out K Hubs.
Shout out Katie Hubbard.
Yo. And now, speaking of chicks pissing, for all you men out there with the ladies who are looking for Christmas gifts, I highly recommend getting them the shiwi. Yeah, get it. So that that's a thing. Your ladies can stand up and pee in nature.
Oh, I seen that shit.
It's a funnel. It's a glorified
It's
funnel.
that pink like funnel shit, right? That like turns into like a fake dick. So
It's
they can,
like it's like a funnel you put for like you pour oil in your car.
Right.
Then he just puts it on her shit and it just
It just like funnels
like-
out. Yo, why haven't they had this shit?
I told Morgan I'm gonna give
We
it.
don't
I've been
deserve his
telling.
blessing, man.
I
I've
need
been
to
told
get
Morgan
one
I'm
of
gonna
those.
get
Get her that for years, and she'll like, you give me that, I'll fucking murder. Like,
I
literally,
feel
I'll
like-
murder you in your
I
sleep.
do not want it. I do not need it.
I feel like
I will
80% of the
hold it.
girls don't want it at this point.
Actually,
They're
I'm
like,
still
fuck
gonna.
y'all
Actually, you
niggas.
know what? Christmas is coming up, so that's what you're
It's a
getting.
stocking stuffer.
That's
It's a stocking
Morgan's
stuffer.
getting a shiwi.
It's not the main event, but it's a stocking stuffer.
Okay, so the main event.
The embarrassment of trying to open that gift in front of my family.
event, and you're getting
That
it
I-
at your parents'
family.
house.
Oh
So
my
this
God.
was a 2-part question. So my favorite city to play. This was a 2-part question.
It was the
Whoa,
favorite
shit.
show. We didn't even get to the second part question.
Yeah, this is a 2-part question.
Sorry, Kevin.
Favorite state to play, and then favorite city to play.
No. Best show that you've
Best show.
Best show out of Contra's entire career, Kevin.
See, I'm gonna go.
You probably-
I'm gonna break this up into a 2-part answer because,
of course,
there's concert shows in Chicago that like don't compare to like touring shows.
Big ass facts.
Big
That's
ass
Chicago.
facts. Yeah.
Large
Chicago
fax
shows that
machine,
I ever-
nigga.
Large fax machine. We've had really awesome shows in Chicago that like, I mean, one of my favorites was probably the sold out show we played at Township when we were on tour with Hollow Bones.
Hollow Bones.
That was a lot of fun. Sold out show. We had our music out, just a lot of people singing along, having fun, getting crazy. But like for tour date shows, I gotta say Indianapolis.
Yeah,
that
was Hoosier dope at the Dome.
Hoosier Dome. Yeah, Hoosier
Hoosier
Dome
Dome.
in Indianapolis. We played, it was right after our album.
Nobody
came
knew
out.
who we were.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that was the
coolest
part.
part. Yeah.
Nobody knew who we were, but I think they did. We get on stage, we play our first song, and then, it gets to banter part where I have to talk, hey, we're Contra, yada, yada, yada. We just released a new album. Crowd went nuts. Yeah. And I look back at Brent, I'm like, I think they know who we are. Like, that's when I realized, like, oh, I think our touring's kind of paying off a little bit.
Because we'd never been there. That was our first time there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there was people there to see us, and they knew our music. Like, it was
nuts. And this is the thing about this band. It's like, Kevin, I can tell when he's having like a sentimental moment, and he looks back to me like, oh my God, this happened. But the whole time he looks back to me, I just hear like, beep, boop, 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 beep, boop, boop, boop. I'm like, I feel like he's having a moment, but I can't tell because all I hear is beep, boop, boop. So yeah, I just hear the fucking metronome, and I'm like, oh, this looks sweet, but I don't know what's happening. Cool.
All right, next song. Boom,
Right.
boom, boom.
All right.
Yeah, fucking hey, that was pretty.
Next up, who wants to answer?
I'll say my personal favorite, I have to say, aside from the show at Township, I really liked the show at Beta Brow. That was a cool Beta Brow Brewery. That shit was a fucking really sick ass show.
We were there. It was a really good show.
We had a backdrop of beers.
It was really
so much food. We played in the brewery. It was fucking sick as fuck. We had that wall of beers behind us and
The wall
shit.
of beers.
I made Morgan eat my sausage there. The backdrop of beers though was solid.
No, but for real, though, I really want to like take a minute to commend you guys because like y'all ain't some fake ass podcast like, oh, you reads script, reads Facebook. Oh, y'all had this show. Y'all actually come out to your show.
Right. You guys come out
to
our show.
Shout out to
Actually,
we do what we can when we can.
The Metal Experience. I want to bring this up too.
I love y'all. For real, y'all are real people. Like,
one of our music videos for the Inertia EP, Ex Mortis, a lot of the footage was filmed at that brewery show.
At that brewery.
So you can see the wall of beers that was behind us.
Y'all were in our music.
I remember showing up to, because this was in the brewery, so we had to like show up and like set up the PA, set up all the gear, no stage.
That was our show.
We had to turn it into a venue. When we showed up and they opened up this big garage door for us to get our gear in, and we saw the wall of beers that we were about to play in front of, I was like,
right there.
That's the stage.
That's the stage.
Sweet. Awesome. Good.
So
Good
we're
to go.
gonna set up right there. For real.
That was awesome. I know I was kind of drunk too because they were feeding us fucking free beers from the fucking brewery.
You said some kind of drunk. Nigga, we was all
and before
drunk.
the show, I was upstairs having a flight and
We
shit.
played at a brewery,
Yeah.
nigga. Like, we were all drunk.
And the coolest part about that show, well, not the coolest, but it was a really cool part about that show, is that they gave us a case of beer. Oh, yeah.
Every band.
So, like, halfway
band,
through that, because we played that show, then we went on tour. So, like, halfway through the tour, we still had beers from that show.
Saving it for a day
awesome.
off.
And we love them for that shit. Thank you for
They
that.
were all hot. They were hot as hell, but we had
hot
hot
beer.
beers.
Fuck
But
yeah.
that's a Contra
Oh,
thing.
that's
We're
Contra.
drinking
We
hot
love
beers
it.
because we're broke. We don't got
Hell
like
yeah.
fridges.
Throw that bitch in the
We
microwave.
don't have
ice money.
But dude, no, think about that shit. We were in like California on that tour with like Chicago beers. It was like a sentimental moment.
But once you get used to drinking warm beer or even hot beer, this shit's disgusting to me. This
cold ass beer.
Yeah, cold ass beer. What the fuck is wrong with people? I've been looking for a microwave since I got here. There was a point in time in my life where it's like, hey, we got warm Busch Lights. Give me 2 of them. You know, that's right. That's what's up, bro. Because you were down for the cause.
Exactly.
You know what's up.
And I know this is a podcast and they're not going to be able to hear it, but I have my lighter underneath this beer this entire time. I do not like cold beer at this point. We have been so broke. I don't like cold beer anymore.
Speaking of cold beer, we got another pitcher coming over here.
God damn, it better be fucking warm. I swear to God.
I mean, cold, warm, whatever. We drink it.
Sit right over here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
all right, boys, we got the pitcher going down the road.
I swear to God, if it's not
going down, slap it down my chimney, bro.
It's not
we
like
got the warm beer pitcher going down. Everyone top off. My cup is empty as fuck. Kevin on E.
All right, so we talked about Botterhouse being your favorite show. What about favorite state?
Favorite state. Me personally, Austin. I just got to pick. Austin is not a state, first off. Or not.
You mean Texas?
Whatever.
My favorite
this
state,
alcohol's getting to me. Shout out to Pilsen, though.
I
think
we agreed that our favorite state was New York.
Pilsen.
Yeah, I think we agreed that our favorite state was New York because, like,
wow,
we agreed that, Kevin? Oh, wow, I didn't
Kevin
know that.
agreed that.
Well, we talked about Utica, New York. We talked about Brooklyn.
She said
we also played a lot of shows in Rochester.
Oh, so we agreed that.
No, I mean, y'all pick your own favorite state.
That's what we trying to do. No, you would. No, I'm sorry. Or state, city.
What was your favorite
For me
state?
personally, Tulsa, Oklahoma. If I'd run away from Chicago, it'd be the Tulsa. Fuck yeah. Tulsa does show us a lot of love. Yeah.
Big ass
I just love the
facts.
fucking
Shout out
scenery,
Tulsa.
all that shit. It's quiet as fuck. Like Chicago, like I love Chicago, but man, I go to Tulsa. Fuck yeah, I dip to Tulsa.
Same though.
Okay. Tulsa's okay.
I
guess, Luco.
I wouldn't move there, but I'm saying like they've always showed us love.
Did they answer your questions, Morgan?
I didn't hear Sasha's.
Sasha.
Oh, we doing this. I honestly, I'm kind of right there with Kevin. Like, Utica's the shit.
New York State.
New York State is where it's at.
I mean, we did. Here's the thing with Utica. We not only guys, you don't even remember. Guys, do you remember the time that we played outside of Utica in Boonville? And your homies came through. No, my homies came through. There was a talking bird on the porch.
Yes.
You remember that shit?
I was lit. I don't remember that. We talking
what? I don't remember any. There was a parrot. We played a show at a bar
and he was like,
in the Adirondack Mountains in upstate New York.
Was it like Buffalo or something?
Was you there for that? No. You see, y'all just naming cities in New York now. Was that Buffalo? Was that Rochester?
Kevin, was Yuli there for that?
No, you weren't there for that.
That's what I'm saying. Yuli wasn't there for that.
Where were you?
He wasn't. I was probably jerking off in the bathroom or something. You know, I mean, I don't know.
We go through a lot of members. We go through members, man. He wasn't even.
So I wasn't there at the moment. I wasn't part of the force
yet. Which show did you play that had a talking bird?
bird at the front door.
It was our
Boonville.
very first time that we left Chicago as a band. Ever.
This is what the real world's like.
Yeah, ever. Real world.
That was in a different van.
In a
that was
different
even
van.
more fucked up.
We
than
had a
this
hole
one.
in the top of that van.
I only
It
heard
rained
stories
on our
of this
head. It
van.
rained directly.
Yes,
Like
it
God pissed on us directly. Like we had it. No, I'm so serious. We had a circle. It was literally a circle.
It was a square.
in
It
the
was a
top-
square,
Oh, no.
first of all.
It was a
1990. Please have some
triangle
patience with
river.
Brent
We had a
He's a
square
little off.
that rained on Rob. The
He had a
entirety
cup
of
in
it.
his hand trying to catch it, but it just went everywhere.
We
tried to duct tape it to
The
cover.
funny thing about it was I was there when I bought this van with our old bassist, and I never say
Me
this
too,
because
motherfucker.
everyone,
Thank you. Jeez. I was there when we bought the van.
No.
First van.
This is before your time.
Yeah,
Our
the
white
first one.
van.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah,
step
yeah.
away
You
from
weren't
the
there for
mic.
Yeah, only
Yeah,
no
step away,
stories. Only
Mr.
no
I
stories.
Worked 2014, motherfucker. Anyway,
My bad.
I bought this van with our bassist, who was a dick, and I feel like he did this on purpose. It's a bad man. But
come on, dude.
I'm not even gonna pass this out. I'm not even gonna pass this off to him. It was my judgment call too. It was a van. I just wanted a van. I wanted to tour. I wanted to be that band. Okay, let me live that fantasy. And I bought this van that it was a white work van, and the dude explained it like, yeah, so I carry around toxic chemicals. And
Yeah, it had like
cut
tar.
Fuck up! I got this. I carry some toxic chemicals in the back of the van, so I cut a square so the air can vent out, so I don't die when I carry the chemicals. It's like, okay, so how are the tires looking?
Again, I never knew that. How are the
Is the
tires
engine
looking?
okay? And I bought the van, and it had a square in the
Great
back
sound
passenger,
decision.
like where the seats were, the back. It had a square cut out in the ceiling. So when it rained, I was like, oh, we'll tape it up. Didn't work.
Nope.
It rained through the tape. I was like, oh, we'll use saran wrap and tape. Didn't work. And then I was like, oh, we'll use
Didn't work.
we'll
Nothing
use
worked.
glass and fucking, no, didn't work.
Nothing
Nothing worked. And Rob, of course, the kindest guitarist, the person I started the band with, he sat right there, and we have so many pictures of him soaking wet from the rain going directly on
It was
him.
a storm. It was
It
like
was a storm we were
pissing
driving
rain
to, yeah.
in Philadelphia or
And
in
we tried to,
Pennsylvania. Duct tape didn't work. How big
Okay,
was
so
this
check it out.
square?
What we did, we were, because,
One
touring
by
bands-
one.
Check it out, touring
Yeah,
bands.
1 foot by 1 foot.
Yeah, 1 foot by 1 foot. Touring bands, we go to Walmart to sleep because it's 24 hours. You can sleep in the parking lot.
It's
What
a
we
tour
did was
tip.
exactly. What we
Tour
did
tip, baby.
Tour tip. Big ass facts. Sleep
Stay
at
at a
Walmart. If you
Walmart.
don't know any
24
better,
hour Super
if you're a
Center
touring band,
Walmart.
sleep at
Stay
Walmart.
there.
It is 24
You
hours.
can even grill
You
and
don't
start
know
a
that,
fire.
Stop touring. Anyways.
Not all Walmarts are 24 hours though.
Not
right?
all.
Well,
Super
go to Super
Centers.
Center.
Google
Super
Maps.
Centers.
Google
Find a Super
Maps.
Center.
Walmart
Always
Super Center
stay
near
at the
me.
Super Centers.
Walmart Super Center near me if you're a touring band. If you don't know
Use
this,
Alexa.
we are
Jerk off across the country at all the Walmarts you stay.
We are dropping
Alright?
gems right now
Do it.
for y'all touring.
You have a new app to make, Julie.
That's Yuli's. Yuli's app is places I've jerked off at.
Yuli, if you don't make an app,
You start a chart,
fuck your
you know, and then you can go
Masturbatable
bathrooms.
Do you know Do you know how many dudes would probably download that?
Oh, dude, I have an app that's literally pizza reviews. You're right. It's pizza reviews all over the country. That's a really good bathroom to jerk off in.
Okay, but
There you
anyways,
go.
back to what I was saying.
Walmart
We
Super
stayed
Center.
at Walmart Super Centers, right? So what I had the idea, okay, we have a hole in the top of our van. What do? I need to go to Walmart, which is the place we always go to. Yeah. I got duct tape, and I got a bunch of plastic bags for free. This was before they started charging you for plastic bags. I mean, it's only Chicago, but anyways. I cut out the plastic bags in Chicago.
No, stop
Chicago,
talking.
in the city. Like 10 cents or some shit. But that's not on tour. That's irrelevant. Anyways, I cut up plastic bags.
Shinfo.
I got Shinfo, deadass. I got on my like crafty like Etsy bullshit, and I like cut up plastic bags in squares. I doubled it down. I tripled down. I quadrupled it down. Still didn't work. But plastic bags in layers, and I taped around them in a square pattern. Because I was like, plastic bags are waterproof. I'll just tape around like 4 plastic bags.
Engineering.
I'm a scientist. Yeah, it didn't work. But Rob still got rained on every day. Yeah. The first day I had 1 plastic bag. The second day I had 3 plastic bags. The third day I had 4, and it didn't work.
Oh my god. That's so weird. Why wouldn't that work?
Right? That's what I said.
I don't get it.
I was mad, but you know.
You know what? You should have bought like a tarp.
I should have put it. What I should have done was I should have put it on the outside of the van, not the inside.
Should have done.
I'm
trying.
trying.
Whole new goddamn
You
van.
were
taping
this
shit on the inside. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
you didn't climb on the roof and tape it.
No, but that's the thing though, because I brought it.
Check it out. It was Hold on. I'm drunk right now, so I'm telling the story wrong. I taped. Okay, the first time I taped the inside.
And then I told him to tape the outside.
Sasha, shout out Sasha. Shout out Sasha. He's like, nigga, tape the outside.
So he climbs on top of the van.
I climbed on top. And then the second time I taped the outside and the inside. Still didn't work. Third time I did like double the amount of like plastic bags on the outside and the inside.
Keep in mind, the definition of liquid is that it seeps into like every crevice it possibly can. Like that's just what liquid does.
Liquid's an elusive bitch.
With the duct tape, you should have put it around the edges. And then over every single fucking... I believe you. And you should have bought a tarp.
No, Luco.
Bought a tarp and cut.
I
believe you, Luco.
Okay. Shut the fuck up.
I believe you.
Listen, you too.
I'm shutting up.
You talking over bitch. Okay, check it out. You guys don't understand that this isn't some like vacuum I'm doing this experiment in.
Okay.
I'm on tour right now, and it's raining while I'm putting up this tape.
Oh.
So, how does this have to come back to your favorite state or show that you played?
Well, damn. Well, damn. We were talking about where we played a show.
My favorite, no, but check it out.
It just became another van race.
I can tie it back because
let him do it. Let him do it.
The show that happened in was when we were driving from Boonville. We were coming back from the first time Kevin's friends all came out to a show. Kevin's friends from Utica.
Stop cupping the mic.
You don't need to cup it.
I know, but
put your
this is
hands
an intense. This is an intense moment. Okay,
this isn't a rap studio. You're all good.
This isn't a metal show where I have to cup the mic.
No.
Oh, by the way, side note. Contra has created something new that we're going to do. We take a road cone and scream into the road cone. We have a road cone that sits in our band room, that sits in our trailer when we're on tour. So when we park in the street, we put a road cone so our back door can open up.
Sense.
Hey, that's another fucking good tip. It is a very good band.
Steal a road cone from Dead ass. We stole this shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. steal a road cone and put it behind your car when it breaks down, because it will break down.
Okay, no,
let's be real.
This is the
Sorry,
hardest
Kevin.
thing I've ever gotten through.
Sorry,
Anyways,
Kevin.
so yeah, I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
The road cones.
Oh, road cone, yeah. So I yell into the road cone. I'm not going to actually do
You're
this.
gonna
Why, I don't even
scream
know
into
why
it or something?
Yeah, I did it a couple times last practice. It was hilarious. It's like some people cup the mic, some people cone the mic.
Yeah, we cone the mic.
Cone the mic. Pretty much, yeah.
We don't cup the mic, nigga. It's 2018. We coning the mic.
We coning the mic.
We've got a couple more tracks still to play off our new show. So we're running out of time, and I want to get to them.
Sorry.
So,
Okay, go
no,
ahead.
it's all good. It's all good.
Do
so,
we even talk about anything? Luckily, the next two tracks run right into
Check.
each other.
Yeah,
so.
play
Oh,
them
well,
together.
then we'll go out listening to both of those. So
Well,
then
on that note, Morgan, if you
I'll-
have some announcements or some shit,
I'll announce
what are you
them.
doing over there, Goofy
I'm
Pants?
trying to
Announce it,
figure out
Morgan.
where this show is going now.
We're just
because
having
we
too
got
much
so
fun.
Off topic.
Fucking
Okay, Morgan, we're drunk.
It's okay.
drink some bears.
I'm gonna be real with you, Morgan.
I
Morgan,
appreciate
he's
your honesty.
drunk. It's official. There's
Uh-huh.
another picture over there, boys. Oh?
I got
Oh
you.
my
Go
fuck.
Sounds good.
Oh my fuck.
Sounds
Actually,
good.
pass that picture over there, because that one is empty.
I'm gonna get the new picture.
So let's start off with the show going on this weekend. I can't
Oh shit, we
believe-
do have a show
We're
this weekend.
playing a show. Okay, we can't keep drinking past today, guys, because we got a show coming up.
All right, wait. So when's the show going live? This is going live tomorrow.
This is going live tomorrow.
Okay. So this Friday, Contra is playing at Subterranean.
Sub-T, my guy.
Sub-T.
For those who don't know, it's downstairs, right? Downstairs
Downstairs.
Sub-T.
We ain't got upstairs money.
Last time we played this, we sold it out, right? We did. Yeah.
Okay, so guys,
So
we sold it out.
get your
last
fucking tickets.
Get your tickets. Last time we played Sub-T, we sold it out. Come through.
Who are you playing with?
We're playing with Synovio.
Capital Vices.
Capital Vices.
Hollow
Point.
Points.
He almost did it. We're drunk, guys. Don't.
No, because, dude, every time we play fucking Kalamazoo, Michigan, we play with Hollow Front.
Yeah,
and now we're playing with Hollow
These are
Point.
guys in Hollow Bones.
Right.
We love y'all both, for the record, but we ain't trying to get
Hollow
y'all
Bones,
involved.
Hollow Front, Hollow Point.
Hollow Points. You're
Yeah,
playing with
there's-
so many hollow people.
I was insulted. You just threw shade.
Yeah, you threw shade.
Damn, Morgan.
For the
Mad
record,
shade.
Contra did not throw shade.
Not the point you were getting.
For the record.
There's so many hollows you
Morgan.
can't keep up.
Morgan, this is the thing I've noticed from doing the show for
Shut
like
up!
7
No, I am
fucking
muting
years
you.
with
I'm
Morgan.
done. Here we go.
She
What?
will fucking
What?
like-
You're on mute, bitch.
She got your
We're
You're cut
We're
off.
moving on because you're on mute. No, you weren't. He just was. No, you're not. Hey.
Thanks, Morgan. Hey.
So-
Gang, gang.
You're still on mute, you dick. All right. So this coming Saturday, December 1st. I can't believe it's gonna be December already.
It's not the first.
December
Friday, the 30th.
1st is Saturday.
We're playing Friday, dog.
Okay, I'm announcing things that
Oh.
are not happening for Contra.
Yo,
So we're not
she's-
talking about Contra anymore?
Kevin, she is sober. We're not. Let her talk.
Brief moment away from
Oh,
Contra.
right.
Sorry, we thought this show was about us.
And it has been, Sasha. And it's been great.
Yo,
we're
why
gonna take
does
a
Sasha
minute away.
Some goddamn volume, Morgan.
You have volume.
All right, thank
Just
you.
learn to stop talking. Oh, jeez. Toys for Tots is happening.
Oh, dope.
At the spot in Crest Hill with some of our friends. Central Disorder, Bury Your Past, Face the Fire, Chaos Ordinance, Consume the Divide, Oblivion Zero, Debility, Qualia, Chalk, and it's going down
Shout
at
out Qualia.
And Chalk.
Did you say
5
Chalk?
p.m. Chalk.
Chalk. Where's that happening?
$12 with a toy,
We played with them in
17
Peoria.
without all
Chalk.
ages. Once again at the spot in Crest Hill, which used to
Get
be
out to that because
Bada
that's
Brew.
a good cause.
Fucking
Wait,
Yeah,
Bada
Toys for
Brew is
Tots.
now called the Spot.
It is, yes.
Bada Brew?
Cool thing
Bada
about
Brew.
Chalk, you were talking about Chalk, Luco. That
They-
Morgan was. I was.
No, but you brought it up. You're like Chalk. Yeah,
It's
Chalk.
CHAULK.
No,
Chalk, like sidewalk
CHALK.
chalk.
Okay.
They drive a van that's painted in chalk paint, so you can. If you go to their show,
is
you can
dedication.
write on their van with
That's
chalk.
All I know how to draw is penises.
We
and
played with them in
figures.
Peoria at the rail.
This is true.
Yo, that
I've
is
seen his
dedication.
art.
Yo,
Yeah.
shout out
That
Chalk.
is medication.
Shout out Chalk.
They're
Big
dope,
ass
too.
facts. Shout out.
All right, And Morgan, if you what's
want
next? If you want a penis and or stick figure, I'm your guy. I will draw the shit out of those stick figures.
All right.
Draw some
Next
more.
weekend, going down at the Beat Kitchen, the 7th and the 8th, Forever Death Fest. Don't forget to grab your tickets for that. December 6th, it's going to be Bloodletter. Nope. December 6th,
Nope.
Tanzan and
Oh my
Repentance and Armored Assault.
Love Tarzan.
They're going to be playing at
Tarzan.
Livewire Lounge for the pre-party.
Fucking wait, hold up. Tarzan's playing a live wire.
Tanzan.
That's what he said.
Tarzan,
That's
we
what I
love
said.
you, but Kevin hates
You said
you right
Tarzan.
Yeah, Tarzan.
No, I know. I call him Tarzan. That's what I said.
Yes. Tanzan.
I
is
love
playing
those guys.
December
When I had a
6th.
show at a fucking Bottom Lounge,
Yes.
I needed them to play,
So
but they can't play because
they're
I'm live
playing
wire.
that.
Shout out Tanzan.
Armin.
No. My guy Ted.
And
Teddy
then on the
Pendergrass.
7th, our friends in Bloodletter,
But
Snow
Demo.
Burial, November's
Demo's my
Doom,
Yeah, same
Was
here.
His fingers.
Resin.
You ever see Demo's
Hold on,
fingers?
hold on.
He's got the smallest
He's got
fingers.
the little baby.
Oh my god, I love them. They're so cute.
Hold on, but wait, can we let
I love you.
can we let Morgan talk though?
I'm sorry, Morgan.
Sorry. Real quick though. Side note.
I'm gonna
Demo
let you
from
finish.
Tanzan has got the smallest goddamn finger. I heard he has a huge soup can dick,
right.
but he's got a monster cock.
He's got a massive dick.
Real small fingers. Huge.
Hey yo, check it out though.
Horse cock.
Check it
He
out
goes
though.
down
Check
to
it out
his
though.
knees.
Black guy, the honorary black guy. He's got a massive dick though.
Monster cock.
You know what they say?
Respect.
Small fingers, big dick.
Hey, BBC
Looks
style.
at
I hope you share this interview with them so they just
Of course.
hear.
We're gonna have tag. We gotta tag Kitty Hubbard.
Are we tagging? Bro, you better be ready for all the hashtags. I'm cupping the mic right now, okay?
I see that.
Cup the mic.
You are totally cupping.
Okay, sorry,
the
Morgan. Go
microphone.
on.
Is okay.
Morgan, I'm gonna fart on you later.
I'm so sorry,
Can't
Morgan.
wait to murder you. in
Morgan's
your
the
sleep.
voice of reason through our drunk asses.
You're the
Also
Robin
playing
Quivers.
that December 6th show, I forgot, is our friends in Speed Freak at Livewire.
Livewire, yeah.
Dave
Wire
Horniak's in
Lounge.
that band. He
Fuck
plays
yeah.
drums in that band.
Dave Horniak.
All right.
And he
So
owns
then
the
December
place. Please
7th,
go out and see
like
that
I was
man.
saying, is the Forever Death Fest Day 1, November's Doom, Immortal Bird, What, Resin, Snow Burial, and Bloodletter. December 8th is the Atlas Moth, Without Waves, Huntsman, Zeus, Varaha, and Meth. There's 2-day passes available, and then there's single-day passes. So be sure to grab your tickets now because that is already next weekend.
Look at Morgan's cool gloves. Are you ready to join a biker
Your
gang?
mom gave them to me.
Damn.
Thank you very much.
That
Your mom
dummy.
is
Look
a
at
nice
Luco's
lady.
mom's coolest gloves.
Yeah, thanks. This
That
coming
was a lot of
Sunday
words, okay, guys?
at the
I
exit,
bet you couldn't do it.
Orinoco and Death on Fire are going to be playing the Metal Church Sundays upstairs. So be sure to check them out.
Is that exit?
At the exit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kevin knows every show that's going on. Yeah, those Metal Church Sundays are fun to go to. We're actually going to be playing. We haven't announced yet, but I will announce exclusively that we will be playing one of the promoter's shows, not at Exit, but Bourbon on Division Street 1-5.
Nice,
We're playing that show. We're going to be playing shows. With Never We See, which I'm stoked about. The rest of the band's like, we're doing that? My guys.
Talk to Kevin for
I
more
started the
details.
band. I'm like, we playing that show? That's how it is, though. When you're in the band, you're like, hey, we're playing this show. You're like, we are? Oh, really? Okay, I'll see you in a fucking week. Big ass facts, though.
Check out our friends in Stolen Sun. They just released a music video for Letters Home from their debut EP, The Ecolite. Ecolite. I think I said that right. I don't know what that means. But there's a music video up on
Morgan.
YouTube.
Watch the music video.
that.
You'll figure it out.
Just giving you a heads up for December 8th, our friends in Wrath are going to be playing with All Kings Fall, Grave Remains, and Order Jackal at Happy's Bar.
Wait,
in
did you
Woodruff,
just say Jackal?
Wisconsin. Order Jackal, not Jackal.
Not
Jackal.
the band Jackal. I got really.
I see the sun shining.
Dude, do you remember that song with the chainsaw solo? He had the chainsaw. Shoo, 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 shoo. He had the chainsaw. No, I don't. I just know
one of the lines was,
I
jack my lumber, baby! Tell my chainsaw you!
He's got, no, I'm going to have to look that up. I just know Sun Shining Down on Me by Jackal.
Oh, yeah, so we got a
What's the name of that
Lumberjack
song?
by Jackal.
Lumberjack? I'm a fucking...
I jack my lumber, baby, since my chainsaw you.
Makes sense.
Those lyrics are brilliant.
Yeah, fucking A+.
Three more quick announcements and then we'll be done. December 9th, get your tickets from our friends in Portals, Alethea, or Tonson to see them play with Born of Osiris at Dirty Nelly's Sunday, December 9th. Also, our friends in Genotype and Guardsmen need your help for voting for Independent Band of the Year on Happy Headbangers 2018's Independent Band of the Year. Shut up, Luco.
Fuck up. Which band? I'm sorry, I was looking up Jackal music video. Luco, if you don't shut the fuck up.
Genotype and Guardsmen.
Fuck yeah. And Guardsmen. Fuck yeah.
We will
Double
share the
fuck
link
yeah.
because
I like
the
Guardsmen,
voting
dude.
ends
Guardsmen.
November 30th. And last but not least, on our website, there's a brand new review that we posted thanks to John McKenna for the brand new EP that Dead a Week recently put out. So make sure you go read that under reviews from the Crypt. He also just did recently the Inertia EP one for Contra. That's on our website.
Good. Hey, that's us. Yeah, you guys were very nice to us with that.
Big ass facts.
You guys could have been really shitty and been like, this EP's alright. Yeah, it's mediocre at best.
True. So they put out some songs, I guess.
They tried to sing like you gotta sing, I guess.
Right, right.
Next
Next week on the show, we're going to be back here. We've only got 3 shows left for the year. We're going to be back at Pittsburgh Keys, same place as we are now, with Warforged. December 11th, we're going to be with Barrier Past, and December 18th, we're going to be with Portals. So that is the last
Portals!
Portals!
2018.
What's up, James McHenry?
Portal's coming back. I love
Portals
James
has never been here.
James McHenry.
We have this I want you to bring up
side of the fucking.
I got it from Junt Fest.
Okay, but listen, when you have Portals here, I want you to make a whole section of the show talking about how they played a Waffle House.
For real, if you don't talk about Waffle House,
listen.
I swear to God, if you don't talk about Waffle House,
I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna be here just to make sure you talk about.
We will both be
made
here.
a note on my sheet to talk about it.
Okay.
Please, I know, Morgan, you got this shit on pat. I know you do. I know you do.
Just for you.
Thank God, because I have no idea what I'm doing.
I know you do. I know you don't. I know you do. I know you don't.
Well, with that being said, let's play the last 2 tracks off of the Inertia EP. And one more time, give the shout out for the shows that you're playing. And
the ladies you brought out tonight.
And also...
You drug out on a school night. Don't say drug. You drugged.
Yeah,
you drugged out. You guys drugged these ladies.
Luco, it is 2018. Do not say drugged or forced or me or two.
Can't even say ladies.
Oh my God.
Honestly.
And
at this
the
point,
last thing, don't forget to mention where everybody can buy your merch, what you have available, and all that fun stuff.
I got y'all. Okay, so first off, Inertia EP is available everywhere on all streaming platforms. We've got Amazon, we've got Spotify, we've
Does it
got
just
iTunes.
feel better to hold it when you talk?
It really does. I feel more confident.
I love when you hold it.
Morgan, just let me do me. All right, let me do me.
Just stop drinking.
I'm living my best life. Okay.
Stop drinking. We got another picture. We gotta finish it though.
You
So
do
yeah,
not have to do
Inertia EP out everywhere. Stream that shit. Buy that shit anywhere you can find it. It is available. Also, shout out to Ashlina.
Rise Revolt.
Shout out to Gabriela.
But you can also find our record on riservoltclothing.com. There you go, Sasha. Thank you.
Woo!
Those are physical copies you can get delivered to your door.
To your doorstep.
Anywhere in the United States of America. The
Maybe
continental around the world.
Maybe also around the world. What you
Is
talking
that
about?
part of Kevin's Grubhub package? Or
Yeah, he'll deliver it to your door and it'll fly away in the wind.
Buy our album and
we actually also have a very good sale going on right now.
Black Friday, Cyber Monday, like
it's holiday
like
Hanukkah sale.
Hanukkah.
Yeah. You
Usually,
spend $25.
Microphone. I hear your voice, but it's not. Yeah.
We have a Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale going on at our website at riserevoltclothing.com/contra.
Until further notice, we could take it down at any point that we want to. So buy your shit now.
Buy a couple shirts, you'll get a CD.
If you don't buy your loved one Contra merch, you don't fucking love somebody.
You're a piece of shit. Big ass facts. If you don't buy
piece
Contra
of
merch,
shit.
you will bitch.
What a
Anyways,
Oh, bitch.
anyways though, like, yeah. Stream our shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Amazon, iTunes.
Did we say anything terrible for this interview?
We said a lot of terrible things. But
the whole night, yeah.
Probably don't remember because you're drunk right now, but you'll remember.
Morgan,
it
no.
Brent's
Wait in the car. Come on.
He's the only one that's
I'm
drunk.
the one that has to drive you home.
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. And the show you guys have coming up again?
It's Subterranean. It's at Subterranean. It's at Subterranean. Downstairs.
This
The
Friday.
first floor, because we ain't got upstairs money.
Upstairs money.
It is.
We playing with.
We are playing with Synovia.
We're playing with Capital Vices.
We're playing with Capital Vices.
And Hollow Point.
And
I think we are actually closing that show
We're
out.
closing the show out.
So
even if you late
but
and you a
get there
bitch
early.
nigga who don't support locals, still come out.
Yeah.
You
What time
feel
does
me?
it start and how much? I think it's $6, $10.
That's too many
questions. Or 6 o'clock, $10 to come out.
So come out at 6 o'clock.
But listen, you want to watch Contra close out the show because that's what I'm drinking. That's what I'm
Okay, if you want to see us fumble through a set drunk, come through to Sub T downstairs.
Give us a
at like
high probably five
10
on
o'clock
stage. I don't
when
give a
I'm
fuck.
too drunk to drum, so it is what it is. You're going to see what you get. You're going
party.
to get what you see. You feel me? Like,
Come
it
watch.
is what it is. I'm drunk.
It be
I'm
what
going
it
to
be.
use the bathroom. Bye.
Headphones are off, and he is Elvis.
Yo,
has
he's
left
outta
the
here.
building.
Elvis has left the building.
Elvis has left the building.
And the last two tracks of the Inertia EP that we're going to hear tonight, what are they called?
It's the Division, and it runs into Pariah Carey. Now, the Pariah Carey, is that the Christmas song cover? What's the thought process behind these? I'm going to give you a real thought process on this. Give it to him, give it to him,
The
last two tracks of this album are the only songs on the album that we had written before we actually started doing this album.
And performed.
And performed.
We had performed
We've been
those
performing
for a while.
these
Since
two
day
songs
one.
were like
Actually,
we've
like
been
the opening
performing
to the
these two
set.
songs pretty much since Contra has been a band. And when it came down to recording the EP, we like had these songs recorded like, I mean, we could just like put these on, you know, let's do it. So we put these two on, which is funny because we've been playing these songs live for 3-4 years now.
Forever.
Yeah, pretty much since
Since
the band,
we've been playing
since
shows.
the dawn of time. Right. Since Contra's been a band, but now that they're on the album, we don't play them live anymore.
Right.
It's like now we got all those songs to
Well,
play.
because everybody's heard them. You know, at least at home, you know, everybody's heard them for the past 3 years, and now they get to hear it at home.
Yeah, now they get to hear it. Thank you, Sasha. That was very good.
Thanks.
So what does the Pariah Carey? All right.
Brent's back, so he can answer that.
Well,
came back from the bathroom.
Hold up. I'm gonna say something.
You gonna tell the story about my fucking song, nigga?
Yeah. So Brent writes the music and puts song titles to the music because it's better than being like song 1, song 2, song 3, song 4.
Lame as hell.
Right. So he just like puts funny names to songs. Very rarely do I ever change the names to what he puts.
Because like, dude, that's funny.
Yeah, like, and Pariah Carey was one of them, like, no, that's good. That's perfect. Let's leave it.
Yeah, that was the one song that was like a dumbass, like bullshit title. That was like, that Kevin was like, dude, we gotta keep that song title.
I think out of like the whole EP, it's like Pages, Bring Back the Moon, and Inertia were the only 3 I ever changed the title to.
Yeah.
The rest of them, like, was just the titles that he had for the song, and it was like, cool, just leave it.
And even on the self-titled, like you didn't.
No, I didn't bother
Yeah.
changing.
So what were some of those titles before you changed them? Pages was
Escrow.
Escrow.
It was
Yeah.
escrow.
I don't even know what the fuck.
Because I was
what
on the
fuck was
darknet
escrow?
and I was doing illegal shit. and the one thing I saw the most, the one word that like repeated itself on the darknet was like escrow. It's like, oh, you pay us first and then we pay you back because we don't trust you because this is like illegal. So it's like you put your payment in this third party system and then it pays the people that are selling you the drugs. And then like, so it's like
Because that's what he was looking for.
Yeah, I shouldn't be talking about this right now. Anyways, what was
How'd you guys back
Just
us into this
bleep
corner?
this whole section.
Talking about illegal shit.
Delete. On our very first EP, what was it? What was it?
Unedited footage.
Lamagire? No, Lamagire was Lance Armstrength.
That's
Before.
Lance Armstrong.
Yeah, that was the old title of that.
Why did you change that?
I know.
Gold.
Because that was right when he got found out for doing like drugs, and I was like, I don't want to be tied to that. So I changed it.
So we're just waiting for Mariah Carey to be tied on with drugs.
And then we changed it from Pariah
It's
Carey
too
to
late.
something.
It's already written
It's
in
solidified.
stone.
Yeah,
Solidified.
It's
called
set in
it.
stone.
We called it.
It's released.
It's released, so we're tied to her now.
And how did you come up with Pariah Carey?
I just like the name was in my
Social
head
pariah.
when I was writing that song, and then I was like, "Yo, Pariah Carey," and I wrote it, and I like changed it immediately the minute I like stopped.
'Cause it's
what I was doing,
hilarious,
Went
that's
to
why.
my computer and changed that.
What
title.
did you have it as originally?
Song 5? Dude, bro, that's not important.
Song 5.
It's not important. All right? I don't do it. It never hits these guys as song 5. You
Yeah,
feel me?
right.
That's the point. That's the point. But yeah, it was song 5 before.
I gotta, you know what, Brent? I gotta thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Because it takes a lot of pressure off of me to be like, this is the song title of this.
Yeah, no.
I don't have
fuck
to do that shit
I want
anymore.
you to focus on writing a good song, Kevin.
Yeah.
No,
I write the lyrics.
Real quick, when he comes at you with a song title, does it ever affect the
Nope.
writing process?
That's a very good question and a very dull answer.
Nope.
Okay.
Good question and a dull ass answer.
Yeah, because
this
Well, I gotta
motherfucker's
say,
crazy, so
one
he
time
will-
it did. One time it did, but he pointed it out. Unedited footage is written about the bumper of Adult Swim's unedited footage of a bear. Which is
Okay, big ass facts. Go to YouTube and type in unedited footage Adult Swim, and it will bring to you what is called off air.
Yeah, it's
Off air.
The title is unedited footage of a bear.
Unedited footage of a bear, and off air is like it was a thing that Adult Swim put on before, like there was like pay-per-view or like the thing where you could check what was playing right now on your TV.
On demand.
On demand or whatever. Like before Comcast, all that shit, where you could check what was playing right now on your TV. That's when off air aired. And Adult Swim knew that you couldn't check what was playing right now when you're watching TV. So what they would do is at 4 a.m, they would start showing these crazy things that look like infomercials. They would start off as infomercials. And then they'd go into like this crazy psychedelic shit where you think like, it was like, oh, it's an infomercial. Like side effects may include killing your family, raping your children. And then it'll go into like a horror movie. and you're watching this at 4 in the morning, and you're like, wait,
it's an infomercial.
thinking it's an infomercial. And then you're like, holy shit, this dude's killing his family right now. And I was like, yo, this shit is throwing me, because I was high as hell one time. I'm like 16, I was like high as hell. This shit comes on one time. I mean, the one time I was actually watching TV. And then like, this shit comes on, and I'm like, yo, I gotta write a song about this. It's gonna be the most metal song ever. And that's what I did. And then I was like, I gotta shout out.
Yeah, he told Kevin, because I'm not even singing in that song. He told Kevin, hey, you have to write this song about what I think the video was about. Of unedited footage of a bear, it ended up being about dementia.
Yeah, and if you watch the unedited footage of a bear on YouTube, you will find it. You will understand why the song was titled that, and you will understand all the lyrics to that song. So please do your research.
I didn't even know that's a thing.
It's Kevin, the guy who made the lyrics, doesn't even know how good the lyrics are. So please do your research. It is worth it.
I just watched that video last week, and
it
it's
is
amazing.
100% worth it. I guarantee you.
First time I'm hearing
You can literally listen to listen to unedited footage of a bear while watching the original video from Adult Swim, and it will make perfect sense.
It syncs up like
it syncs up 100% of the time. So yeah, you're welcome.
Well, fuck
this
yeah.
has officially been one of the longest
Thank
interviews
you guys.
ever
I'm
recorded.
Thank you
love
guys
spending
so
time
much.
on you.
It's been 2 years. We got a lot to catch up on.
Talk about.
Contra
Thank you guys
capping
so
it
much.
almost at 3 hours.
Yes.
Oh, we drunk.
Thank you guys so much for coming out. Thank you for having us.
Thank
We're
you
gonna
guys.
go out listening to Division and Pariah Carey.
Back to back. Back to
Get
back.
the inertia
It's your
EP
mother.
now.
Pick up your copy of the Inertia EP from the band or on the everything that Brent said. Stream it /Contra. Listen, I just want to end on one thing. We just want you to listen to our music. That's it.
Honestly,
I don't
you
even
can find it everywhere. If you a bitch, you're not gonna listen. But if you a real ass nigga, you gonna listen to
Just
any
give it a
platform.
shot. Yeah, just
Any
find it
platform.
and listen to it. That's all we care about.
Literally Google it. If you can't,
What are you
Google it,
waiting for?
You a whole ass bitch.
Just
you real stupid goofy. If you don't
Okay,
Google this
all
shit.
right.
Well, that was a great
goofy
rant.
motherfucker.
I am Morgan Danielle with Luco Blaze. Thank you again to Contra for coming out.
Don't be a real stupid
Come back
goofy
next
ass
week.
motherfucker. Hell yeah, Ric
Be a
Flair in the
Texas
motherfucker.
Woo!
Woo!
Here's the rest of the
Ass streaks.
Good night.
Red clock